All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cornhole fans everywhere, welcome to Day 3 of the 2024 ACL World Championships. We are here in the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and today is all about ACL Pro teams. 8 teams have made it to the playoffs. We have quarterfinal matches, 4 of them to bring you this morning. And then, of course, that leads us into our CBS Sports Network broadcast tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to crown a champion of the American division, making it all the way to the finals. Trey Ryder joined alongside Michelle Mish Thompson. Michelle, it's Worlds. I'm sorry it's like 6:15 your body time coming from the West Coast.
Don't remind me.
But we're ready and hope you're excited here for teams.
Yeah, absolutely. You said Day 3. It's my Day 1. I got in late last night, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm fresh and ready to go. Looking forward to the broadcast tonight, and we're going to see. We talked about who you think is going to take it here. You mentioned earlier that maybe you think it could be the Freeze.
I really like the Freeze lineups here, so we're jumping in early into this one. Game is actually already underway, and those are some live bags that we're showing right there. But we do have these Pennsylvania Ringers going against the Florida Freeze. First game up, we have Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier taking on Tubby Cobb and Trip Baker. Let's take a quick moment just to go through. It is a 1-0 lead right now for Tubby and Trip Baker for the Pennsylvania Ringers. This is here in Game 1. But let's talk about the lineups that we're going to see. This is obviously Game 1. We are playing a best-of-7 series, and unlike the regular season, if it's a 4-0 or 4-1 win, series is over. We're playing it like a traditional baseball or basketball series. In Game 2, we will get Devin Harbaugh and Justin Burton Jr. going up against Alex Rawls and Dalton McClem of the Florida Freeze. In Game 3, we will get Brevin Valdivia and Matthew Troxel against Chris Kingsbury and Alan Rawls. In Game 4, we will get Gage Landis and Austin Kipple against Matthew Sorrells and Blaine Rozier. Game 5, if necessary, Brady Foster and Hunter Yacklin against Dave Sutton and PJ Knott. Game 6, if necessary, Adrian Johnson and Jason Frady against Brandon Patterson and Mark Lopez. And then finally, Game 7, if necessary, Matthew Creekiller and Elizabeth Tennyson against Nate Long and Curtis Haddix.
There it is. You just ignore. Yeah.
You had it right the first time there, Corey. Yeah. It is 3-0 right now for Baker and Cobb. And a chance to get at least one more. One bag off the back. 2 bags hanging on the left side of the hole. We're here on YouTube. That comes up a little bit short. This is an opportunity actually for Cheyenne to get back even. Maybe an airmail drag here.
Oh my goodness. What more do you want from it?
Was as close as you could get. It just looks like it's going to be a single point there, but the Freeze get on the board here. Bubenheim and Frazier 3-1. We are here on YouTube chat. Fired up and ready here. 140 of you watching early this morning. We do have another game going on right now, or another matchup. We have the Carolina Coasters versus the Ohio Aviators. That's going on court number 2. That's going to be on Facebook and ACL Cornhole TV. So either one of those destinations, you can check out the Coasters versus the Aviators. Cheyenne, big airmail in that last one. Not a lot of drag. See a comment in the chat. West Rising ESPN was crazy last night. It was a ton of fun. I got to call that alongside Jake Brannon. It was great to crown some USA Cornhole National Champions. We had some upsets. We had some favorites. We had some big moments.
We had a nail flying in slow motion.
Nail gate, right? As I'm calling it. You know, Maddie McBride throws a bag and how about that slow-mo cam?
The slow-mo cam, and then her face, like, what? What is going on here? I don't know how you could even throw with the nails as a female. I just feel like that would get in the way.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Something I didn't even, think about and I don't consider as a man and that doesn't get his nails done like that, that I just don't.
Oh, you don't, Trey?
I don't foresee. I don't see that often.
That's not how you prepare for the broadcast?
All right, 5-1. There. Oh, do they have it backwards? Okay, so Chase is correcting Corey in the truck.
From what I can see, the blue down there says 5, so I do think that was actually.
Because I just want to. No. It's 5-1 Ringers for sure.
Okay, all right.
Cheyenne, another opportunity maybe for an airmail. She's going up, and she hits it clean. That's going to be a few points, a well-earned 2 points. And, yes, I can confirm now that she is closer to that side. So it is 5-3, 100% right now, the Ringers versus Freeze.
It's also day 1 for the live stream.
Yes, day 1 for day 1 of the live stream. We were did a little appetizer of the live stream. I did a little bit on Friday from the HQ.
Yeah, I watched that
USA
from home.
Forces.
Good stuff.
Should be 5-3. There it is, round 7. Round of applause. Do I have a round of applause soundbite?
I don't know what these buttons are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the truck. Well, you're going to tie it up there at 5.
5's away here. I like this matchup originally for the Freeze, but it was contingent upon them winning this first game, right? I was saying that Frazier and Bubenheim, if they could get this first one, that puts them on a really good path. 5-5, round 8.
Ooh, barely gets on the board.
Dead spot, and this is going to be tough. This is, like I said, the analogy we use, hitting a golf ball over water. You really don't have to change too much, but it's in that it catches you visually.
Sometimes your advantage makes you throw a little bit higher and can work for you instead of against you.
A little bit more of a step out this time from Cheyenne. She might not have liked exactly where her bag landed, and she's able to get onto that side. The good news is if she stays outside, it's probably a relatively easy collect for her. She's staying stick side down. Bubenheim away, and it
hit that bag.
Yeah, made contact with that bag. That's what kept it from going all the way up and in. So now you can get the lead back for Tubby Cobb. Maybe a roll, a cut. Oh, how about that? Just a little bit of a hop, gets a little bit of rollover.
Throws his hat in happiness.
7-5, Ringers going into round number 9. Fantastic replay by the truck. Corey in the truck has quit mid-game, so we have no producer.
First day, first match, out.
7-5, round 9. All the way up and in. Nice follow through, needed it. That is a clutch 4-bagger. This is just to leave it a 2-point game, and it holds up, and now that is going to be 9-5 as we head into the 10th and final round. 4-point deficit that the Freeze have to make up. This is such an important first bag here by Tubby Cobb. And it is in. I expect Bubenheim to at some point lay a block. There it is. The problem is it's left lane side. And Cobb goes around it. And he blocks up absolutely perfectly, and there's not much that Bubenheim is going to be able to do. She misses the airmail, and that is going to put a bow on this game 1. The defending Teams World Champion Pennsylvania Ringers, who finished 2nd in the American North, take game 1 of this series against the Florida Freeze. It's 1-0. First one to win 4 advances. Big win, Michelle.
That was big win. You mentioned it earlier. They had to get that.
Absolutely got it done. We got another 6 games to bring you. Devin Harbaugh and Justin Burton Jr. coming up next.
and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are overstocked, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts.
No. What's Planter's nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it. Goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's Baked Beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planter's nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans, here, Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. It's Pro Teams quarterfinal action. We just saw the Pennsylvania Ringers go out to a 1-0 lead. And now they have to feel even better knowing that they're going to put it in their hands of two of their best players that led them to a championship last year, Devin Harbaugh and Justin Burton Jr., a dynamic duo that is captained the Ringers over these past two seasons, now throwing together here in the playoffs. They're going up against the Florida Freeze duo of Alex Rawls and Dalton McClem.
Big night for Alex Rawls last night, winning both USA singles and doubles.
Yes, one qualified for the USA Cornhole national team. Won both events, beats Ryan Trader in the singles final, and then, of course, him and Derek Holland win the doubles final as well. That was a really strong performance by Alex Rawls. And particularly, I think, Mish, was the airmails were unbelievable by Alex Rawls.
Aggressive and unbelievable.
Now, as we get into this one, early 2-0 lead, Devin Harbaugh.
If you want to catch the other teams there over on Facebook and ACL Cornhole TV, that is the Aviators versus the Coasters.
Winner of each of these quarterfinals goes to the broadcast tonight. So it is my job, as soon as this match gets over, I get to go lock myself in an office and do broadcast prep for the next 4 hours. So
it was nice having the prep time.
It was nice having the prep time, and now it's all in the same day. It's going to be
back to the old days.
Back to the old days. Nice collect there by Dalton McClem. He's thinking about whether or not he has to go after that AAR ripper on the backside of the hole.
Ooh, he sneaks in the front. That looks like it'll fall on impact. I don't think you have to airmail it to get it.
Stepping out a little bit just to be a little bit more aggressive on the collect, and he's off the back. That's going to be 3 points for Justin Burton Jr., and the Ringers up 5-0. This is starting exactly how they were hoping for the Ringers. Again, we are playing a best-of-7 series. The first one to win 4 takes the series.
When does World start?
World starts in negative 48 hours. So we kick things off with a lot of USA Cornhole competition. So for those that were wondering why we weren't streaming, there was a setup day for streaming. You guys, we got 8 days of streaming. We didn't need 10. You guys are okay. You guys will survive. So we had the USA Cornhole prelims on Friday and then Saturday. So now we jump into streaming for all of this week. So It's a great day of streaming. I believe we have women's doubles and senior doubles later this afternoon. We have our laminated sheets. Shout out Allison Baldwin for this. But yeah, 2 to 5 p.m. women's and senior doubles will be streaming all afternoon and into the early evening. And then, of course, make sure you tune in tonight to the CBS Sports Network broadcast of the American Division Final. So it will be the winner of this matchup between the Ringers and Freeze versus the winner of the matchup between the Coasters and the Aviators. And an update on that court. Looks like the Aviators won Game 1. They're up 1-0, and then right now, Game 2 for them is tied 6-6. Let me see where that is. 6-6, round 7. So they're well into Game 2 as well. 5-0 in this one. Ringers out to a lead. And a miss by JBJ. Leaves the door open for 2 points for Dalton McClem.
Able to finish this time. There's a mention there that maybe on that one where he missed, he didn't need to do that step out to collect that bag.
Yeah,
I think he could have just slid in center.
Especially since it's not as if touching the bag made it fall. It was as soon as the bag hit the board.
And that was my guess. I think it was going to go on impact.
Yeah. 5-2 here, 5-2. Ringers out to a lead here in game number 2 at Ultra Viper X that you see there, thrown by Harbaugh and Justin Burton Jr. Placement on that side. This would be a big win if the Ringers are able to get this, because you're taking their top player in Alex Rawls and delivering a loss right out of the gate.
Do you know if Rawls and McClem were paired up most of this season for teams?
I think Rawls had paired up with a bunch of different people, kind of a rotation. I saw him play with a couple different players.
Okay, got it.
Harbaugh going up through and gets kicked off to the left. That's going to be 2 more. Going to make it 5-4. And into round number 6.
McClem having himself a good season this season. Very impressive.
On the ballot for comeback player of the year, right? McClem was national doubles champions multiple times back in the year of 2020 alongside Kyle Malone. They were the most dominant doubles team in the world at the time. And then a couple years went by. Yeah, Dalton McClem not able to play at that high level. And then again this season jumps all the way out to a top 25 ranking.
Oh, just gets hung up. Bad luck on the 4th bag.
Yes, 4th bag again has bled this lead away. 6-5 heading into round number 7. Again, next up in this matchup, Game 3 would be Brevin Valdivia and Matthew Troxel for the Pennsylvania Ringers up against Chris Kingsbury and Alan Rawls of the Florida Freeze.
That's a tough team to go against. Committed pro partners. Played last night on the broadcast for USA.
Yep, just came up short to Derek Holland and Alex Rawls, that men's doubles championship for USA Cornhole.
Sit it, make him shoot it.
As good as Rawls was on airmails, it wouldn't have surprised me if he shot it, but at the same time, playing a conservative game here.
He said shoot it or push it. I don't like the push here.
I don't like the push at all. I like the timeout, though.
That's 3, as Anthony would say, that's 3 pounds you got to push through. I like how he mentions the weight. If you think about it that way, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you do have to push a lot. See, I personally, Michelle, I like an airmail here. You have the upside that I don't think you necessarily want to intentionally throw it short, but if you do end up a little bit short, you also kind of have the upside of a possible drag.
Yeah, you just don't want to stick.
Right, yeah, you don't want to land short, bounce off, or anything like that. He's stepping out.
Interesting.
And I don't know if he's just trying to get a better angle on the drag. I think that's what he's doing.
There's not a big landing spot over there if you're not.
Bag is up and knocks one in, goes off the back. Going to be a single point for the Freeze. They'll take a 2-point lead heading into round number 8. Over 400 of you tuning into YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Anybody got any picks in the chat? Anybody want to make any bold predictions for these World Championships? The floor is yours. Day 1 of streaming, you can pick any event to make a prediction for, but we want to hear the bold. I only want to hear the bold predictions. If you're in the chat saying Jeremiah Ellis wins singles, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that's chalk.
I want a bold prediction in the chat here.
Devin Harbaugh wins singles.
That was my hot take. That was my hot take.
I know. It's crazy that that's bold.
It is only bold because of his broadcast. Yes. Like, if everything was played on a live stream court, it would be the least bold take of all time.
Absolutely. So McClem has one off the back of the board. Chance for them to get a lead here.
Nice little excuse me bag there by JBJ.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he's saying, excuse me. Just go around here.
We have really different tones on our excuse me's.
Yeah.
Sneaks in. Wow, that's going to be a 12-on-7.
That is a game-changing bag and round there. It is now 10-7. The Ringers retake the lead. And with only 2 rounds remaining, that is going to be a tough deficit to climb, especially
round there for McClem.
Especially if you got Harbaugh throwing next.
Alex Rawls slightly off to the right. Wonder if Devin will go for that bully there or just go in. Nope, didn't touch it. Hangs out in the back of the hole.
Oh, nice push up. The Carolina Coasters do take down game 2. Davis and Manuel take down Bella Suprenant and Evan Van Oss. That series is tied 1-1.
Well, those are going as soon as the bag hits the board.
Yeah, and Harbaugh's in an okay position here. If I'm Harbaugh, I really don't mind just laying up dead center.
Absolutely. Set it and let him shoot it. They set it on the other side earlier. Oh, he's going to roll. Oh, he went through it all.
You know what? That ends up being better. So that takes everything in.
Washes or wins, and oh my goodness.
That is a rare miss. Clean off the back of the board by Alex Rawls. And now here into round number 10, it's a 6-point deficit. 3 bags in the hole by Justin Burton Jr. will clinch a game 2.
It wasn't even going that fast. It was like a slow fall off the back.
Just dripped off the back. 2 bags are in. 3rd bag in the hole will definitely clinch it if it stays on the board. It would be enough as long as it stays there. You got to find a way to get that bag off the board if you're McClem. This has got to be a stupid and one whatever.
He's asking for airmail.
And that is going to do it. The Pennsylvania Ringers take game 2 on the back of Devin Harbaugh and Justin Burton Jr. to take a 2-0 series lead over the Florida Freeze. Next up, the Florida Freeze turning it over to one of their top teams, Chris Kingsbury and Alan Rawls, to salvage game 3. We'll be back.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Show was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Nuts. No. The planet's nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. A great shot at one of the many banners now hanging in the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley qualified for the USA Cornhole National Team last night. And a shot of the many boards across the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center for these World Championships. It's Teams Day here, Sunday, day 3 of the World Championships. Pennsylvania Ringers going up against the Florida Freeze. Ray Ryder alongside Michelle Thompson, and might be a little bit, I wouldn't say panic mode yet, Mish, but even when we look in sports, like a 2-0 lead is a significant lead. You got to feel like this is a must-win here for the Florida Freeze.
It is, but when we looked at the rest of the roster, we were favoring the Freeze at this point, right? Like the next few.
Second half of it, except for Game 7, I do like Game 7 for the Ringers. I feel like all of these are winnable, borderline favorites in the next 4 games here for the Florida Freeze. So you'd love to go 4-0 right here in the next 4 games because, like I said, in Game 7, the Ringers will have Matthew Creek-Killer and Elizabeth Tennyson, 2 great players, up against Nate Long and Curtis Haddock. So possible certainly to win that game, but you just like what the Ringers have there. In this case, next game up, right in front of us, going to be Chris Kingsbury and Alan Rawls for the Florida Freeze going up against Brevin Valdivia and Matthew Troxel. First up, Alan Rawls there on the left, Matthew Troxel there on the right. And not the start that you were looking for if you were the Florida Freeze.
Shocking, actually. Shocking.
Troxel can go in for 4. No. Bleeds it off to the right. Just going to be 2 points. But that'll open the scoring, and the Ringers take yet another lead.
Lots of interesting predictions there in the chat. I like the Eric Davis wins shootout singles, but there is no shootout series here.
Yeah, no shootout singles, just regular.
Just regular.
Just regular.
Ellis becomes president of UPS.
Ooh, that is bold.
That's a bold one. Cash Chamness becomes a pro next season. A little young.
Yeah, might be not. Well, I guess, no. He could win the juniors. I believe, juniors gives away a bid.
Oh, that's right. Juniors does give away a bid.
So he could. So Brad Lockhart.
All right, I like it. He cannot compete in the qualifiers, but he can get through it that way.
For the juniors national champ. That's like a pseudo qualifier. And here's an opportunity to wash away all the misses from his partner Allen earlier. Chris Kingsbury going for a roll, and he just goes off the back. That's just going to be a single point.
I feel like they started a little slow last night, Kingsbury and Rawls. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they did. They bled away for some points, and they came back, made it close, and then Alex Rawls put the hammer down towards the end.
That was to 21, though. Or was it rounds last night?
It was 21.
Yeah, so 21. Different situation. Yes. We are in round limited. So it's only 2-1.
Yep.
No big deal. But you don't want to keep bleeding points like that, or you will run out of time. Come back.
2-1 Ringers. They're up 2-0 in the series. If I look at the other matchup, let me take a quick peek. I can't tell on that other one. Not updating on my screen, so I can't tell who's winning that other match there. But it is 2-1 here in this one. Roxol able to get around there, and so
Kind of spun it a little bit more over the hole.
Rawls has been really good about
Sneaky.
those bags. He's one of the best players in the world at, if you have a block, if he's on the right side and you have an opponent that's on the right side of the hole, sneaking around the left side even though it's not his lane, kind of throwing a natural fade. He's really, really good at it as Matthew Troxel throws one clear off the back. That's going to be a big lead change here, 6-2. It's a good look at the Coasters versus the Aviators on the other court.
Now, when it comes to tonight, I would like to see the Freeze winning because they're throwing so great, as opposed to because the Ringers aren't hitting their shots.
Right,
It's a little bit worrisome that lead is from misses as opposed to, it coming together for Kingsbury Rawls, who we have high expectations for, obviously.
100%, and I do have a score update. Game 3, Matt Abernathy and Mike Hoffman of the Aviators are up 4-0 over Ben Brown and Austin Slowbaum of the Coasters in Game 3. So that's 1-1 over there in that series.
Oh, goes for the collect and pushes him over the hole. It's looking like it could get a little cloggy.
Little cloggy indeed.
Be a little bit worried if you're going to airmill for a trampoline type situation, but if they all three fall, I think it's fine.
Yeah, you'd take a trampoline if you could get all three to go. Going up. Oh, and he just gets in without taking anything. He just throws his hands up.
If only those 3 bags weren't his. How impressive would that have been?
Aldivia not able to go in Kingsbury. I think he's saying, I guess I'll take a wash. I guess that's fine. Yeah.
What in the world?
Watch this again here. Bag away by Kingsbury. Yes.
I've seen him do that when those bags weren't his, which was great.
Right.
Everyone was very impressed.
Not as impressive when
you're avoiding your own.
Yeah, when you're avoiding your own. Rawls puts that bag level 1.5. Not quite dead center, a little bit skewed towards his lane side on the right, so Troxel thinks he's got a lane. And the Coasters celebrating a big bag there on their game.
Fired up.
That really would be a David versus Goliath upset. We're talking about a team that has, it is officially the best. Now, granted, the history of teams, it's not like it's been around for 10 years, but it is the best record to ever make the playoffs in the Aviators versus the worst record to ever make the playoffs in the Coasters.
Now, we will talk, though, about how the fact that sometimes these teams didn't get their best players to come to all the events.
Right.
So we have them all here.
Rawls staying outside, trying to see if he can collect at least one of these on the right. Oh my gosh, and he gives himself a bath with that bar of soap, throws his bag over the hole, and his one in his hand goes off the back.
That's your new thing.
You like that?
I don't know.
You don't like it?
I don't not like it. I'm neutral.
Sounds like you don't like it. Seven to 6, the Ringers take the lead after that big round.
Round number 6, going to 10 rounds or 21, whichever comes first. Looks like Kingsbury went to either sit behind or push through, but it goes off to the left, and then Valdivia gives it kind of back there. Did I say left? Right. Right and left are hard, just like math.
Left and right are very difficult, especially for my wife. My wife still has to do the put your hands up with the L.
Yeah, I tried to teach that to Rome, and finally I said, the hand you write with is the right one. And I think that might be sticking.
All right, that works.
Yeah.
You'd have been in deep trouble if he was a lefty.
I know, I have nothing to go for that one. Like, I don't know. You're on your own.
Kingsbury trying to hit that left side. It just strips in. Needed that wash. Needed to keep it a 1-point game. 7-6 still. Ringers maintain a lead. Heading into round number 7.
First bag slightly off to the right.
Love that position from Alan Rawls. Make this a tough next bag here. Troxel stacks him on the right. Opportunity now. Rawls has been so good his entire career. We just talked about it earlier, this fade. Staying towards the center, and he hits it again.
Great bag from Rawls.
Does bring Troxel's bag likely to go in, but he can be happy with that. He can still get the lead in this game, even with that bag falling. Ooh, this would be interesting if Valdivia says you can go with it, or you can shoot it, or you can lay it. He decides to lay behind, which is what he does. Does Rawls go airmail, or does he try to split?
Not a lot of room to land,
Kingsbury
though.
wants the airmail.
Yeah, I like that better. Not a lot of room to land there on the right side.
Rawls is away, and he just bumps it, and it falls. So it's a short airmail, but it ends up working. Still counts, even if it's not what you meant to do. Still counts. 8-7. Freeze with the lead now in round number 8. Our producer, Corey's going to wake up eventually. He's a little tired.
Hey, it's us West Coasters, you know. We're a little rusty.
He flew in late last night, so he's still a little jet lagged. We don't have to mention he got here 2 days ago, but...
That's not important.
Two bags sitting in front here as Kingsbury trying to lay behind.
It's happened quite a few times for him where he kind of bounces off that front bag, spins off to the side.
Tough push coming for Valdivia. He gets them all. That is setting them up to retake the lead. 2 points would make it 9-8.
Oh, he tried to pull it over. Spins it a little bit more, but isn't able to collect it. And in for 2, uses that bag on the left side as a little bit of a bumper.
9-8. The Ringers take the lead. They're already up 2-0.
This would be a pretty surprising upset for the Ringers here.
Yeah, in this individual game 3, when you put the bags in the hands of Rawls and Kingsbury, you expect, I don't care who's on the other side, you are expecting to get a win out of that game.
I mean, what are they ranked?
Yeah, they're at least top 10 team, yes.
Yeah, exactly. A top 10 team.
Do we have an upset a brewing? The Coasters now take a 2-1 lead over the Ohio Aviators.
Well, what do you think about the rest of that lineup, though?
So game 4, the Coasters are putting up Tommy Sliker and Trevor Brooks versus Ryan Tucker and Dan Glagowski.
Trevor Brooks has a boot on, by the way.
I hate that matchup for the Freeze, and
I don't know what he did to
bag
his foot,
there.
But did you see he's wearing a boot?
Oh, yeah, he broke his ankle.
He broke his ankle?
2 months ago.
I mean, that's a problem for cornhole.
This is an important bag here after that make by Rawls. Troxel is away. He's off the back.
Oh, my, so short.
Rawls asked if he should lay up. Kingsbury says, no, shoot it. I always get worried about confidence levels when your gut is to lay up. And
I agree with that, Trey. I like whatever your gut is saying.
Yes.
Unless you are instantly throwing that bag for an air mail and that's your reactionary type of shot. If it's not, oof.
It's easier to talk somebody into a layup than talk somebody into an overly aggressive shot, right? It'd be different if it's like, I want to shoot it, and you're like, no, listen to me. We need to be smart here. Just put it on the front. That's an easy thing to adjust to.
It's also different if it just happens. Boom, airmail.
Right. But if you're telling somebody, no, okay, so I should just board it, and they're like, oh, wait, I have to get in the mindset that I need to be aggressive here. Sometimes that can keep the confidence level just a little bit lower than what
your
you
idea.
want. Right.
So now sometimes I've seen partners have so much confidence in their partner that it actually works.
Right. Oh, what a bag by Matthew Troxel.
My goodness.
Pushes a bag, level 2 position all the way up and in, and now pressure is on. In would be for a wash. If he can somehow collect that bag and go in, it would be 2 points and the lead as we get ready to head into the 10th and final round. Bag is away, slick side, and Rolls answers with a push of his own.
It'd be really cool if we could see replays of those 2 shots, Trey.
That is absolutely incredible. Here is the first one by Troxel. Clutch bag here, and then again, the truck is woken up, folks. They're ready to go. Back-to-back pushes. And the Florida Freeze will hold a 1-point lead heading into the 10th and final round. But that bag is left.
What was that?
A 4-bagger will now win it for Brevin Valdivia and the Pennsylvania Ringers.
Is that an intentional block, you think?
I don't like an intentional block if it was intentional. Kingsbury, that's not bad. Bunk beds, I like it. Bunk beds sitting there, and Valdivia wants a timeout. What do you like here, Mish?
Well, typically bunk beds mean bar of soap.
You think you're going to go a bar of soap in this situation?
No, of course not. But wouldn't that be so fun?
Yeah, like game on the line in such an intense setting, you're going to throw a bar of soap.
Absolutely.
That would be the gutsiest shot of all time, right? We're not talking like round 2 of an open by Ryan Wiedenfeld, who's bored. We're talking about the most intense situation. Nothing in the hole yet.
Now you got to play conservative. Got to be smart.
Valdivia, he goes after it and it just gets a little bit closer.
It's looking soapy though, isn't it?
Looking Now Kingsbury wants a timeout.
Can you imagine if he bar soaps that and gets both of his bags and launches that one off the back?
Well, Kingsbury's going to launch his own bag off.
No,
but
not
you're talking
him.
about Valdivia?
I'm saying yes, when he gets the bags back.
No way. I like another cut roll. He's got kind of that cut hop bag that I think he should throw that again. I just don't want to throw it too hard.
All right, well, I'm jumping over to Valdivia's shot. But first of all, what's Kingsbury going to do here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking if I had a telestrator, I'd draw it right here.
You want?
No, I'm just kidding. I would say just to the right of his light blue bag, a little lift it a little bit so it gets a little bit of a hop action and sit in front. If you go in, great. I err on the side of coming up short than going long on this particular shot.
Agreed. Even if you sit right there, you got to make Valdivia do something.
That's fine. That's fine. You're elevated. You took away the push, and now Valdivia, and you took away your bar of soap away.
I mean,
yes,
that is just not even fun.
You have last bag. Chris Kingsbury is not going to shoot an airmail. You know what I like, Mish? I like laying up here because then you're giving me a shot to win on the bag on my last bag. Because if you go for the airmail here, even if you hit it, then that is putting Chris Kingsbury in the mentality that I have to go win this game. Right. So then Kingsbury may also go for an airmail, which may drag his own bag, putting them in a position to win. So you hit the hard airmail and you still lose, right? I prefer personally laying up here in the center of the board and taking my chances that I can hit the game winner with my last bag.
Yeah, I have to agree with that strategy. We'll see what he does.
But he's stepping out, which makes me think he doesn't agree with me.
Trying to collect that.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't hear you. In his defense, he didn't hear you. He's got headphones on. Okay, so one of each.
Oh, and this puts Kingsbury, though. Yeah, this puts Kingsbury in a tough position now, too, because you have a 1-point lead. Yeah, I like the time out here to talk about it because the situation is if I go in for an airmail, if I go for an airmail and miss, then Valdivia can literally lay on the board or go for an airmail for the win. If I lay up, then Valdivia has an airmail for the win, but he has to hit it.
He also has a lane.
Or he can sneak out and go to that right-hand side. But if I go for an airmail, I win. Depends if you want to go after it and get it yourself and play the odds. If you do that, you're risking going to overtime with a miss. I don't know. I got a shot to win. I kind of like it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Kingsbury, bag is away, and he comes up short, and now Valdivia has a question to answer. Do you lay up and just try to get a point to force overtime, or do you try to get in, and if you get in, you actually win this to extend it to a 3-0 series lead?
I think you try to go into that right lane, and I think if it sits, it's not the end of the world, obviously.
I just don't know if you have a lane there, especially since he's a lefty. If he was a righty, you would have the cut angle that I would necessarily agree with you, but you essentially are throwing a fade out there as a left-handed player, and I don't like a fade there. I think if you want to go for the win, it needs to be an airman.
Yeah, you go short.
Right.
Got to step out.
Honestly, knocking it in and going off would still win the game too.
I mean, short, but he's got to step out.
Valdivia's away, and it comes up short. We're going to overtime. 10-10 going into round number 11, sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Impressive, nonetheless, from Troxel and Valdivia. You know, I think a lot of people picked Kingsbury Rawls to run away with it. Here we are in overtime. First bag is in.
That bag, yes,
left.
Short left. Is that the game-deciding bag? Troxel. He's off to the left.
No, he actually made it more possible for him to grab that.
Balls is clean in. There's no score here. We go to round 12. That's up short. Rawls going hard after it. He's off the back. This becomes a game-winning push opportunity for Matthew Troxel. If he gets both, they win.
That was shocking.
Troxel, slick side away, and he's off the back, and now Rawls.
Board for wash, right?
Board for wash, he says.
He does have a backside airmail opportunity for the win, but
his immediate thing was
his
board
immediate
for wash.
reaction was board for a wash. He's going after it to lay up, and he does. That's going to be a wash. We go to round 12.
He said, you do it. I threw a bag off.
Woo.
My goodness.
Intensity here in game number 3. Again, the Ringers hold a 2-0 series lead, so they're doing everything. The Frees are going to do everything they can to stay in at a 3-0 lead. Would feel like an insurmountable comeback.
First bag block.
Walk up behind it,
It
and
got
now
quiet and intense.
It absolutely did. That bag's off to the side. Kingsbury, I think he's going to go slick side here, just hard up the center. We'll see where he lands. Yes, he's on slick.
He's got that bumper on the right side.
And he gets them all! What a push by Chris Kingsbury, putting them in a position to take this game 3. Valdivia thinking that he has to get this bag.
At least closer.
And he is off the back. That is going to be all but it. Third bag by Kingsbury. At least going to make us think about it. This has to be collected here on this shot, which would be absolutely insane by Brevin Valdivia, but a must-have here.
Now he's got a little bumper on the right side.
Oh, and he gets it!
Goodness.
That's to stay alive, and now this is plain and simple. If he misses this, it doesn't go in, they lose. If he puts it in the hole, they win.
What a great shot by Valdivia.
Kingsbury.
Oh my goodness. Almost stuck at the side of the hole.
What a game, what a round. How about it? After all of that, Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury survive, and they keep these Florida Freeze alive. They take game 3. It is now a 2-1 series lead for the Pennsylvania Ringers. Wow. Next up here on the live stream court, Gage Landis, Austin Kipple, Matthew Sorrells, and Blaine Rozier coming up next.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Show was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. What's Planter's nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it. Goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's Baked Beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts.
No. With Planter's nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
Welcome back, friends, here inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. It is teams quarterfinal action to crown a teams world champion. The Pennsylvania Ringers, reigning champions, now going up against the Florida Freeze. It is now a 2-1 lead for the Pennsylvania Ringers. They take game 1 and 2, but the Freeze in overtime able to snag game 3. Next up, we will see Gage Landis and Austin Kipple of the Pennsylvania Ringers taking on Matthew Sorrells and Blaine Rozier of the Florida Freeze. And Misha, if you're the Freeze, you got to feel good after you're down 2-0. You get a win by your good team in Kingsbury and Rawls. Now in game number 4, you're putting the bags in the hands of Sorrells and Rozier. You got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, definitely. But, Gage has been really strong this season. I haven't seen much from Kipple, but I feel pretty confident with Landis' skills over on that side.
Yep, I think you said it best, that Kipple is going to be the deciding factor in this game. He is the wild card. If he can play really, really well, and then you know how good Gage Landis has been, this can be a game that they play. However, if Kipple isn't up to his best, then Blaine Rozier will be able to take advantage on this end, score a bunch of points, and I think that will be the deciding factor of the game, so we'll see.
Well, as we know from round-limited games, though, it's anything's possible, and I don't know if this was live, but that was a side rail. Are these live bags?
Yes, these are live.
Okay,
Very
well.
uncharacteristic side rail there by Rozier. And now does he go for an airmail right out of the gate?
I mean.
He is. And he's
Oh
short and off the back. That's going to be a 4 spot to start our game.
It's a less than ideal first round.
How about this? Tommy Sliker and Trevor Brooks up 9-6 over Ryan Tucker and Dan Glagowski. The Carolina Coasters already have a 2-1 lead. That would put them at a 3-1 lead.
What round?
That's in round number 9 right now.
Oh, my goodness. Only 3 points, though. Anything can happen there. Gage actually has 2 off to the left there. Sorrells wanted to sneak in around the right side, but isn't able to do so. I'm going for a collect.
Gets one of them. This is to even out the round. Yes. 10-10 wash. We stay at 4-0 heading into round number 3. Bag there by Kipple.
Tell you what, Blaine Rozier looks very Florida. The pink shorts and the lime green hat, socks with slides.
Yeah, this guy is
rocking the Florida look.
Yes, he embodies the Florida. He's the mascot of the Florida Freeze.
He's the mascot, yeah.
Wow, as soon as I said that, Ryan Tucker and Dan Glagowski take an 11-9 lead into round number 10.
Good airmail
Big
there
swing.
from Blaine. Collect everything.
Two points there for Blaine Rozier, 4-2. Aston Sorrell's first bag here. I just realized they have matching shorts.
Wow. Those are not matching hats.
Not matching hats, says the Chase in the truck is saying matching hats, not matching hats, but matching shorts.
Apparently, we got another colorblind
yes.
person on the team here, in addition to Wally.
Red-green colorblind does affect 1 in 3 men, so.
It's a random stat, Trey. Is that real?
I don't think so. I totally made that up, but.
I was going with it. I wasn't going to argue with it. What do I know about men's eyesight stats? Nothing.
At Sorrell stepping out, left-hander going for a cut, and just kind of flops over on top of the pile.
To center. Maybe more on that left side.
Back's open.
Kipple says back is open, so Landis wants to pull the trigger on an airmail. Bag is away. No. Way left.
Left
It's going to be
short.
points for the Freeze. Make them 3. They take the lead 5-4.
Oh, Matt Sorrells loves that block, and it works. Kipple goes off the back.
That series over there is now tied 2-2. Ohio Aviators and Carolina Coasters tied going into game number 5.
Well, keeping it exciting, at least. Airmail and misses left. We each have a bag off. Kipple goes for the collect, and
just
that works.
hops. It just skips right over.
Gotta just go through it all here for the wash. Oh, I thought they would fall, but they didn't.
Yeah, Matt Sorrell's on that after that third bag or that last bag by Rozier. He says that bag was, and he did the chef's kiss motion. Didn't even say anything.
Chef's kiss. Loved it.
And this lays behind, and now the step out here by Sorrell's trying to collect. Oh, he's clear off the side.
Way right. Thumbs up after that one.
Landis going for the roll, and he's been so good.
Beautiful bag.
Slick side now, maybe, for Landis. Yes, he's got slick side down, that Ultra Viper R. He's going after it. He collects everything. Really good position right now for Gage Landis as Sorrells has a bag both right and off the back of the board, and he's not able to fully capitalize. But it will be a 3-point round and the lead for these ringers.
Back and forth we go.
7-5, round 7. Next up after this game will be Brady Foster and Hunter Yacklin for the Pennsylvania Ringers up against Dave Sutton and P.J. Knott for the Freeze. Beautiful split there by Rozier.
Leaves some work there for Kipple to kind of clean up his bags. Unable to do so, knocks it in, but goes left.
This could be a lead change yet again. And that's what it's going to be. 4-point round for Blaine Rozier, 9-7. Heading into round number 8, 3 rounds remain in this one. Bag is bullyable. That's
bullyable
a word.
is definitely not a word.
What?
Trey, go back to school.
Bullyable? Able to be bullied?
Yeah, I get the definition. I did go to school.
You can start making up words here.
Why not?
Bag likely not collectible, which is a word.
That is.
Adjective.
Okay, well, we don't need to like go into like a grammar lesson. Well, some
I was
people
trying
do
to
need a grammar lesson.
Can I get the country of origin? Corey, got that pulled up?
What's the
dictionary, please?
The Latin root.
Yes. Can you use it in a sentence? That bag is collectible.
You did use it in a sentence. That's how we got here.
That's true. I didn't ask you to spell it. Spell it? See? No.
You can spell it.
I can
we
spell
won't
it.
bore people, though.
11-7, round 9.
We're supposed to be entertaining.
Big airmail that takes 2 for 1.
Running away with it, though. Those twos adding up to quite a bit.
13-7, 10th and final round here. Florida Freeze look like they're going to be in position to tie this series up at 2-2.
Following in the footsteps of court number 2.
Both series tied at the moment. Rip action there. That's on a
Yeah, you got to make something happen.
fade.
That's not it.
This bag in will clinch it. And, well, it's actually already clinched.
Yeah,
that's going to do it.
lot.
The Florida Freeze
Doing something crazy.
are going to take down the Pennsylvania Ringers here in game number 4. Our series is tied at 2-2 as we go into game number 5. Big win. Next up, Brady Foster and Hunter Yacklin for the Ringers. Dave Sutton and P.J. Knott for the Freeze. Coming up live on YouTube.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Show was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Ah, nuts. No. Well, Splinter's nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Splinter's nuts are good.
Planter's nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, to 7-7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it. Goes the top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7-7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans, live here on YouTube. We're having too much fun here this morning. Here on day 3 of the 2024 ACL World Championships. 2-2 is our series score right now. And this is going to be a great next matchup that we're going to be bringing you between the Ringers and the Freeze. It'll be player name number 1 versus player name number 2. Hunter Yacklin and Brady Foster are going to be taking on Dave Sutton and PJ Knott of the Freeze. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday morning, waking up.
Oh my God, is that what day it is?
Yeah, it's just starting with us. Yeah, we forget the days of the week here.
Sunday?
We've already gone insane. We're already slap happy.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait until Pro Qualifier Day. We can talk about crab rangoons again.
No cream cheese.
Cream cheese wontons, yep.
I don't know what I just said even. I don't know what words came out of my mouth.
By the way, the chat says bullyable is a word, so I don't want to hear it. So somebody Google it.
Anything the chat says means it's right?
Yes,
what world
the
are we
chat
living
is
in?
always right.
The chat is not always. This is not
Drop a thumbs up in the chat if you're always right,
customer always right situation. They're wrong all the time.
If you guys are always right, just drop a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're waiting for a game to be assigned here. I think I can do this.
Oh, wait, there it is.
There it is. I just needed to hit get latest match info.
You can't be always right, Zachary, because you just wrote we always right, and Trey said to like it or thumbs up it or something.
I'll take it.
The directions were not followed.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
My goodness. Yeah, there we go. Thumbs down. Tablet situation, and we'll get started.
0-0. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs up. See? Chat's always right. They verified. 0-0. Round number 2. Brady Foster first bag. Looks to be a Lucky Bag Pro Sniper Elite. Up against a...
What?
Let's see what that is. Swag bag.
Oh,
Ruby.
Ruby.
Swag bag Ruby.
I was thinking a B, but it was an R.
Hey, yours probably is going to go when you hit anyway.
Thinks that front bag's going to go if you hit it? No, he's going roll.
That's fine. Hey, it's going to go. You're good.
Dave Sutton.
Up.
He decides to go up, knocks one of each in and then off the side. So Foster, whew.
Got a push situation.
You got a 2-pound push in you, Brady Foster? This is going to be difficult, and he just
It actually would have worked if it wasn't slightly to the left.
He threw that bag hard.
Yeah.
We've officially put Michelle off the rails here. Michelle is not going to be able to focus at all as Sutton sneaks one in there for a single point. Going to make it 1-0 Freeze here in game number 5. Series tied 2-2.
I'll tell you what, someone in the chat's looking to fight. My wife is always thumbs down. I mean, what is happening?
I don't know if they were trying to say my wife is always right, so they put thumbs down. or if they're saying my wife is always wrong. I hope it's the former, or else I hope your wife's not in the chat, because I would be in the doghouse if I said that.
Who wouldn't?
Score update for Game 5 on the other court between the Aviators and Coasters. Into round number 6, it's 2-2.
Ooh.
And that series is tied 2-2. It's a pivotal Game 5.
As are we. 2-2.
Beautiful placement there by PJ Knott. Rest of the Freeze loves it. And a bag off the back by Yaklin. Sutton telling him not going for in the middle. Either pick the right or pick the left to go after.
He went
and
middle.
He kind of went for the right, but ended up kind of in the middle. And I love that position. You're set up to be +6 right now. Yaklin is away, pushes one in of each. That's going to be a 5-point round for the Freeze. Man, if the Freeze are able to take it, what did we say, Michelle? I was like,
you said they could maybe rattle off 4.
4 in a row. That was what we liked, and we were a little bit worried when Rawls and Kingsbury were down big, or not down big, but they were down in the middle of that game. But what do we say? That's 2 straight in a row. They're in good position here. Next up on this court is going to be Adrian Johnson and Jason Frady for the Ringers up against Brandon Patterson and Mark Lopez of the Freeze.
You know, the thing about the 10 rounds is you can't look at it the same way as you do the 21 in terms of matchups. It's like it's just one of those things where we get random wins and random good rounds and random bad rounds. It's kind of anybody's game.
Yeah, 100%. Hunter Lane jumping in. I just read you the Game 6. Then Game 7, if necessary, would be Matthew Creekkiller and Elizabeth Tennyson of the Ringers up against Nate Long and Curtis Haddix of the Freeze. I do like the Ringers in that game if it does get to Game 7.
Well, it's 7-0 right now in favor of the Freeze. And that was after Sutton had a bag off. So giving that bag back, giving those points back, not taking advantage of the opportunity to score there for Brady.
How about this? Lori Dool and Miranda Coy up 7-2 over Jeremiah Hector and Carson Getty.
Wow.
That would be a break in serve for that matchup of the Coasters versus the Aviators. That's in round number 8. Here in round number 5, 7-0. As Yaklin tries to roll over, it shark fins up, sits on top. 750 of you tuning in here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much.
Ooh, sneaky.
Sneaky little bag there by PJ Knott.
He said, timeout, what do you want to do?
Alex Rawls flexing over here. He loves it.
Well, yes, you're up 7-0 in a great position in this round.
I'll be honest, Michelle, I don't love this position in any way, shape, or form for Yaklin. I don't like a push. If anything, I'm probably going airmail. I think you can take that bag and peel it off the top of the other bag with an airmail, but you got to hit it perfectly.
I think that really is your only play here. That's what we're going to get. Oh, and one!
I didn't see the and one coming. He went a little bit deeper, hit the back lip of the hole, but a good bag there. At least limits the damage. You're still going to give up a single point to make it 8-0, but a nice recovery there by Hunter Yaklin.
Way worse. Could have been way worse. So I got to see more of taking advantage of the misses over on the Freeze side so the Ringers could get some points on the board here, and that is not going to do it.
Colin Limper saying, do we have stream all day today? Pretty much. We'll go straight from here 9 to 1 because we'll do... So right now on Facebook and ACL Cornhole TV, you have the Coasters versus the Aviators. Immediately following both of these matches, we'll roll into the national quarterfinals. So that's going to feature the Maze, the Slingers, the Spinners, and High Rollers. So those will be the matchups. That'll take us all the way up until about 1 o'clock. And then we'll take a break for about an hour, hour and a half. And then we'll have women's and senior doubles this afternoon on ESPN+, ACL Cornhole TV, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all of them.
So, yeah, welcome to Worlds.
Yeah, welcome to it. 8-3.
Going to get on the board here, going into round number 7, have some work to do to make up that deficit.
PJ Knott bag off to the left-hand side. Hunter Yacklin has the opportunity now if he can cut here. Oh, but it cuts way left. Another opportunity to hit a seam cut to put yourself in position to score. And that's a better position. A little bit of pressure on PJ Knott. If he lays up, he'll give up 2. Airmail would be for a wash.
Flick side down.
Oh, he tries to push his own bag in.
I didn't like that. That was more on the left side of the board, not his lane.
And not lane side, going to be tougher there. They're all bunched, so it's going to be 2 points, 8-5. These ringers hanging around here in game 5. How about it? It is now tied 7-7. They are in overtime over there. Jeremiah Hector and Carson Getty against Lori Dool and Miranda Coy.
I can hear him getting fired up over there. Now I know why. Oh, great bag there. Hops on over and in.
When is high school doubles? We are holding the finals of high school doubles and college singles, as well as college doubles and high school singles, for any potential filler matches on the CBS Sports Network broadcast over these next few days. So if we have a 2-hour window. If a series gets over in 4-0 and we're scrambling to fill time, we will fill it with those matches. So those are tentative for those CBS Sports Network matches.
Players on call, huh?
They are on call.
That's almost better in a way. You don't have time to kind of
worry. Think about it. Think about it. They will be played at some point, either on stream or off stream. It's either going to be on TV or not.
When. Yeah,
yep.
Interesting. I wonder how that works for them mentally.
8-5, round number 9.
Still in it. I mean, 3 points. That's very doable.
Not sure if you're in a force miss category, but there now the Free's got to feel really good with a 3-point lead. A bag off to the side could put yourself in a position to extend your lead to at least 5.
Yeah, now you got some cleaning up to do for Yacklin. Oh, it just ended over on court 2. I wonder who it was. Yeah. Who looks excited?
Definitely the Carolina Coasters. They take it down. And how about that? That's a big miss. This could be a 7-point round, and that would all but do it. PJ Knott is in for 7. That makes it a 15-5, 10-point lead.
So Coasters up 3-2. Is that where we're at over there?
Yes, the Coasters. The worst record to ever make the playoffs against the best record to ever make the playoffs.
Said, hold my beer.
Up 3-2. Now, you want to know the problem, though? Last 2 games for the Ohio Aviators. Fisher, Hamilton, Gavin Cano, Noah Almanza, Trey Birchfield.
Goodness.
So they have backloaded their lineup for sure.
It will be a true David versus Goliath type of a win there.
And that is going to do it for us here. The Florida Freeze going to take a 3-2 lead against the Pennsylvania Ringers. Next up here in game number 6, Adrian Johnson, Jason Brady, Brandon Patterson, and Mark Lopez coming up next.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor, collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's baked beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans, here inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. The Florida Freeze up 3-2 over the Pennsylvania Ringers in this quarterfinal matchup. The Ringers going to now have to win 2 straight to advance back into the team's semifinals, the team's championship semifinals. The Freeze 1 game away from making that Final Four. Trey Ryder and Michelle Thompson bringing you all the action this morning. And really impressive showing thus far by the Florida Freeze, Michelle. And I like their team that they got up here with Mark Lopez and Brandon Patterson.
Yeah, must win for the Ringers here to keep it going. And I don't know if that pressure makes them play better or worse. You never know how people perform under that kind of pressure. Sometimes stuff you've never seen happens and you get wins.
100%. We're going to see Adrian Johnson in this next game, the most followed pro on social media.
He is a star.
Mr.
Also a blue check
Too Real to Forget.
Too
Is that
real
what it
to
is?
forget.
Yeah, Too Real to Forget.
Super positive guy. If you're not following him and you want some positivity on your feed, that's the way to go.
Lindsey Durham jumping in. Where will the Slingers be playing?
Here.
They are going to be here?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Slingers will be playing here on Court 1. Now, what I will say...
I'll be here.
That's right, you'll be here. Their report time was 10:30, so they should all be here. So that was the one thing I was worried about. That we may have to take a couple breaks in between those 2 games, unless you guys want to. You're not going to kill the feed, maybe? I don't know. TBD. All right, TBD if we're going to actually kill the feed and restart it, but we may just keep this the same. And how about that start from Adrian Johnson? 6 points out of the gate.
NBD.
For the Pennsylvania Ringers. Side by side here, and a nice push through by Patterson. Patterson is the 1 elite player. Team's allowed to play 1 elite player, unless, of course, they don't have enough pros here. But most rosters should be in full attendance. Brandon Patterson goes in there. He gets a couple points.
Do you know so he's in Florida then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is in Florida.
I feel like if you are an elite player in Florida, you have such tough competition. I mean, you've got to be good.
One of the toughest places in the country to play. Put it right up there with Texas, even North Carolina.
And California, I mean, right there with it.
California's got some depth.
We lost Fabianar. He's now here.
That's true, yeah. He's going to Winthrop. He just moved in this past weekend,
So
Spencer
cool.
Fabianar. on a cornhole scholarship.
Let's go.
Johnson stepping out, goes up through. I tell you what, every time I've seen Adrian Johnson play this year, I've been impressed. I've seen an uptick in his game. He's played really, really well.
What's happening out
but
there?
I see some of the rankings and some of the finishes sometimes. I'm like, it's not matching what I'm seeing.
I totally agree. Every time I see him play, I'm impressed and I'm surprised at where he's at. And so I don't know what's happening in the events off of the star court, if you will. But I guess that sort of goes back to what I was saying earlier, is when you have pressure on you, do you live up to it or do you back down from it?
Right.
They're in a high-pressure situation right now, a must-win game for the Ringers, and it could be that helps him propel to the win. Going to need help on the other side, though. That bag off to the right and out of play, unless he wants to go very aggressive, which I doubt.
Patterson is locked in, and that's going to be a 5 spot and a lead change. The Freeze now up 7-6. Reminder, they're up 3-2 in the series. If they take this down, we don't even need Game 7.
Oh, we need Game 7, Trey.
How about this? Berkeley Pear and Frank Maudlin up 5-0 over Gavin Cano and Fisher Hamilton. The Carolina Coasters are up.
If they win, that's it.
That's right. That game, they are up 3-2. You could be talking about an incredible upset over there. That game is on Facebook and ACL Cornhole TV. If you're smart, you got 2 devices. You got one here on YouTube and you got one on ACL TV or Facebook. Make sure you share and like. Make sure you subscribe here on YouTube to the American Cornhole League. Give some support to Chase Hunter and Corey Russell, who have been doing all of our production all year long here on the streaming courts. Big push.
Adrian's got that bag out of play to the right. This is into 2, give him 2. Push that lead a little bit more.
Push here by Lopez is in.
He kind of hit that bag.
He did. He used it as a bumper in a way.
Oh, that's coming back.
That's got to be the worst, right? It's one thing that you miss, but then your miss helps your opponent.
Jason Frady taking an extra second to recover as Patterson has been so locked in. Here's an opportunity to maybe sneak in here and then plug the hole the rest of the round.
You have to. You got to take advantage when you get them, and there's not many of them on this side.
Patterson sneaks in again. Oh, I love that position by Frady.
It goes.
Oh, I would have liked it to actually stay, though.
I don't think that was the intention.
How do they keep finding bags
They
in here?
might fall. I try to get around it again, he said. I think they're going. I think they're going.
Yeah, he's going to take a timeout. I want you to see if he could find a way in that left side.
I mean, I can't get in without him, can I? I mean,
unless you want to
because if I go through it, that bag's going to go too. If I lay up, are they going to fall?
I don't think they're falling. The layup's
going to pull in the front.
He's going to try to lay up on the front. I don't know if you could hear him. I could barely hear him on the board mic, so if you could hear him at home, he just wants to put it on the very front. Oh, and both fall. Could be a critical mistake. 4 points.
I didn't like it because you got to start getting points. I feel like he could have
gone in with it.
Gone in with it, sneak around, try, but if it goes in with it, it goes in with it.
7-0. Berkeley Pear and Frank Maudlin are leading
round
number 5.
Okay. Can you tell, is it just because they're playing so well, or are
Match
the
stats,
Aviators...
Fisher Hamilton, 7.5 PPR with a negative 2.5 DPR.
Yeah.
Gavin Cano, a 10 PPR with a negative 1. Pear's throwing a 10. Frank Maudlin's throwing an 11.
So it's a combination of both.
Combination of both. And Johnson is stacking bags on the right. This is getting go time here for the Ringers. Got to start making some headway. 17-6 in round number 8. 3 rounds. The season is on the line for the Pennsylvania Ringers, defending champions.
Adrian asked for the block there, but that one is, I would say slightly right, but it did go off.
Exactly what you needed to start building some momentum. Oh, and it just comes up short. You felt like you needed that. 17-7, 10 points to make up over 2 rounds. And that bag just hops a little bit. Johnson going up, hits the airmail. I like that decision. I wouldn't do it if it was any other time, but down big. As Lopez creates a lane, can you split in, sit as a replacement? He takes everything, at least keeping him in the game right now. Oh! Lopez is off the back. If you can go in, you guarantee 5. That'll cut the lead in half. That's as good as you can do for Johnson.
Can't ask for much more than that.
And he's short right. That's a 7 spot.
What a round.
Adrian Johnson trying to keep the Ringers alive, keep their season alive. Can Jason Frady score 3 points?
Unfortunately, against Patterson, that's tough.
Gonna be tough against one of the top elite players in the country. Pressure is on for both players.
Gotta go with that block.
Frady's first bag is a block lane side. Patterson is in. What a bag by Patterson.
I think that was actually trying to sit that bag. I don't think he wanted to go in.
He takes everything. Probably have to lay a block here. And he does a perfect block. And that could be the game winner because now Frady likely has to do a rodeo. He should take a timeout. He will. The only thing I can think of, Mish, I mean, you got to have to rodeo it, right? Because if you throw the airmail, all Patterson has to do is lay up for the win to get a single point. Yeah, to only give up 2 points and win by 1.
But even if he rodeos it, then it's just an open push shot. I mean.
Right, you do have an open push shot, but I don't know if you have another option.
I don't think you do. I just don't love that position for them. You wanted to force Patterson into an airmail and hope he misses.
Right.
Just didn't happen.
Unless you want to go something crazy like a bar of soap.
Let's get soapy.
Like knock yours in, launch his off the back, but I don't like that. I don't think Frady can throw it hard enough.
It is a 2-pound push.
That's 2-pound push. Can he land on top with the rodeo? No, he's going hard with that push, and he knocks one of each, and the last bag doesn't even need to be thrown. The Florida Freeze win the series and are into the American Division Finals tonight on CBS Sports Network at 8 p.m. Eastern to take on the winners of the Ohio Aviators and the Carolina Coasters. We pegged him as a really, really good team, Michelle, early in the year, and the Freeze live up to it here in the playoffs.
I think the Ringers might have been a favorite. He's quiet in here.
Yes. All right, we're taking a break and coming back. And we're coming back, says the truck. We'll be back to wrap things up for the American Division here right after this.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock and we have the real deals.
Special was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Nuts. No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist.
Welcome back. Here is live footage, possibly of one of the biggest upsets in the history of the sport. The Ohio Aviators, with the best record ever, are down 3-2 in the series, down 8-4 are Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano. This is live on Facebook and ACL Cornhole TV. They are up 4, are the Coasters. Last bag is away. Looks like it's not going to matter. And that is going to do it. The Carolina Coasters take down the best record ever in team's history. And now tonight's CBS Sports Network broadcast will be the Carolina Coasters, led by Jamie Graham, taking on those Florida Freeze right there, led by Alex Rawls. It is an all-American South matchup in the American Division Finals. Michelle, it's going to be a fun one.
I cannot wait. We'll see you there, that's for sure.
See you there. Me, Jeff McCarriger, and Michelle Thompson will be bringing you that here. Next up on this court, we're going to take a little bit of a delayed break. We're not going to cut the feed. We will stay live, but we will have the stream returning soon, screen popping up here. It will be the California Slingers going up against the Missouri Mays. I'm jumping out of the booth to do some broadcast prep. Mish is going to stay here with Wally K9 Kassler.
And be completely unbiased.
Absolutely will be Michelle. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports Network, Coasters versus Freeze. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cornhole fans everywhere, welcome in to the second matchup of our first broadcast. It's the Wally and Me Show.
We're back.
We're back, and we are going to have ourselves a blast. I'm excited to finally be on the microphone. I feel like I got the short end of the stick. I was all ready to go. I was excited. I came in, and they're like, nope, sideline, sideline.
Psych.
Now, luckily for me, it was a Florida Freeze match, so I got to actually sit over there and enjoy it and kind of talk with them a little bit. And I said, yep, that was a bad shot. It's stupid. Shouldn't have done that. Change your lineups. I got a little strategy involved.
So what you're saying is that you're responsible for the win.
I'm responsible for the win.
I got it. Just wanted to make sure.
I told Kingsbury to make that last shot barely, and ultimately the Freeze pulled out the win. The Coasters pulled off the upset if you guys are just tuning in. But now we have a match where Misha's going to show her biasness. The California Slingers down on court number 1 against the Missouri Mays. A lot of people think I should be a Missouri Mays fan, that I lived in Kansas City and then just outside of St. Louis. But I said the first person to get me a hat gets my loyalty, and it was the Florida Freeze.
He's a cheap date is what he's also saying.
I like my headgear. But all right, let's go. The Missouri Mays coming in as the 62-49 ranked team. They are going to take on the Slingers. I believe the Slingers were on the edge as far as making it in, 57-54. So only a 51% winning percentage. On paper, the Mays should have this one, which is actually kind of a shocker for me. I really didn't like what they did at the draft. We go all the way back to October. I was looking at it. I was kind of questioning some decisions that they made. This is an interesting matchup, too, seeing Ethan Walker paired up. I don't really know what bags he throws over here, but Ethan Walker, of course, sticking with the Cats. And we got some Viper X's in the hands of Kyle Malone. I haven't really seen too much of Peter.
Get there.
I believe Damon Reynolds throws, I think, is it Iconic or Logic?
Yeah, I'm not sure on the bag what his typical bag is.
Logic, there he is on his hat.
Oh, that helps.
And throwing with, I believe, David Morse this year. David Morse having a heck of a season.
He is, and thank you so much, Wally, for bringing up Dave Morse. He happens to be our ACL Academy expert this month.
Yay.
He's going to be teaching advanced strategies.
It's called a segue, Mish.
academyacl.com to join that. And, yeah, it should be a good one.
Nice cut there. Pedro Sasueta, or Peter Sasueta, depending on which day you catch him. And then Damon Reynolds over here in the maze, getting ready to fire off the final shot. Slick side down. Just off to the left a little bit. Damon Reynolds was a conference qualifier, filled in the last spot out of Missouri, the Midwest Conference.
Should be interesting here for the Slingers. I was talking to Corey Gilbert before, and missing quite a few players here. Big loss is no Philip Lopez here.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Phillip
That's their
Lopez.
number 1 pick. So for him not to be here. Also missing Nick Williams.
You know if he's coming this week, or if he's
I would assume he'll be here.
Okay.
But, you know, as you know, most of the events don't start until Thursday?
Question?
Oh, I have it right in front of me.
Yeah, I believe
Thursday. So Pro Doubles starts on Thursday. So for a lot of these guys, they don't need to be here.
Right.
Or at least mixed doubles is Tuesday.
Yeah, I believe Trey Hunt sent me a Snapchat like an hour ago, like 3 hours out. I'm like, wait, aren't you on the ringers? Are we supposed to be playing?
Wait a second.
But, yeah, I guess some people have to adjust their schedules.
Great shot there by Ethan Walker, and Kyle goes for the collect, but stays on. We'll get that scoreboard up for you in just a moment. But right now it is 4-2.
Yeah, Mays in the lead.
Morning, Mark. Good to see you there.
It's kind of funny now, Mish, that I'm realizing the players might not share my content, but they're always paying attention to me, because I can't tell you how many people have commented on me wearing a Florida Freeze hat today.
Really?
Steven Bernasek came up. He's like, "Oh, I can't even shake your hand." And then Devin Harbaugh. I'm getting my official USA Cornhole polo.
Oh my goodness! Why didn't we get that on camera? That was a moment.
That was
an
like
important
a sword in the
moment.
stone thing right there. I love it. I feel christened.
Had Jeff on the broadcast last night. He did a great job. We get Wally on Tuesday.
Or Jake. Or Jake. Not necessarily Jeff, but Jake.
What did I say?
I said Jeff.
I don't know what's happening. There it is.
There it is. It's official.
Big timer.
It's official. I made the post today. I'll be doing the broadcast for USA Cornhole Juniors Championships on Tuesday. That'll be on ESPN Plus live and then aired the next day on ESPN2. A little nervous, not going to lie.
That's normal. Remember nervousness and excitement?
I think once
Look
the
and feel the same.
first word gets said, I'll be fine.
How it always was for theater. Once I got that first note out, good to go.
Just waiting for you like, Wally, welcome. Anybody?
I can't talk.
Never mind. There's the scoreboard.
Gurgly mess.
Now, luckily, though, for the California Slingers,
my goodness, robbed.
In the background, you see there Tony Forbes, Spencer Fabianar, the Calvies. They do have some strong support as far as their minor leagues and elite players go.
That's true. That's true. It's just, I think Philip Lopez is really the big loss there because when you don't have your number one pick, I mean, that's difficult.
I believe they gave up Travis Purser to acquire Lopez, if I'm not mistaken, the trades.
I don't recall, but that sounds right.
And Kyle Malone for Alec Ryan.
Yep, that one I got. Kyle Malone is here, as you see, so good on you.
But I think the Slingers are one of these teams that have had this problem the entire year.
That's
you
what
look
Corey
on
was
paper
saying.
and they're just they're dominant, and you're kind of shocked to see them finish with a 51% winning percentage, but it's just a matter of getting everybody here. Peter accidentally helps out Damon a little bit.
Leaning over the hole.
He says, do you think they'll clog if he pushes it? I'm worried about that as well.
Could happen.
That was a difficult push, mainly because he had to hit the first bag and then get the second bag to move left to right. Joking around about backside.
No, just lays up. Smart play there. Let's just get some more points on the board there to bring it 8-5. Mays still in the lead, but Slingers will have first bag.
Got two live feed courts going on right now. If you guys are just coming into the Slingers Mays match, make sure that you share it. Always a competition, if you guys haven't noticed, between myself and Jake, no matter what it is. I want to make sure that I have more viewers than him.
Yep, there's definitely a competitive thing going on between the two of you. Since we are on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Wow, almost grabs all of them, but brings one more over the hole. That deserves a subscribe, Wally.
Do it.
Do it. Wow.
Roll from Walker.
It was a hop.
Oh, here you go, Anthony. I don't know the difference between a hop and a bicycle.
Oh, and he finishes it out. Great round there from Kyle Malone. Wow.
What a round. No replays. Truck heading over to court number 2. Jake can't do his own job, so Corey had to go over there and do it. But
yeah, and we all have to deal with it now.
Greatness right there. I mean, Kyle Malone will live or die by that airmail. Good to see early in the week that it is working for him. Ethan Walker, though, strong push at the end to finish.
Yeah, not surprising. Ethan Walker having an incredible season. Is going to bring it to 8-7, though. 1 point game going into round number 8.
And speaking of the rounds, a lot of the players, they still don't buy into the round limited format, but they are on the edge of their seat when it comes down to round 8, round number 9. I mean, you have to love the excitement that round limited format brings when the games are close.
Yeah, it's
when
so
they're
true.
Blowouts, I definitely understand.
You feel like there's no way. You know, if you're down big and you're more than halfway through.
Although, what was that last game? 17-7, and then a 7-point round. With the
this one, yes. I know that was a crazy blow-up round, but, I mean, what are the chances?
Right. That made it exciting.
It definitely made it exciting. But it will be the American South that dominates and will compete tonight.
A nasty cut around the right-hand side that ends up blocking that push. Kyle Malone saying something, and Ethan talking to Kyle Malone.
I don't know what he said.
I think that was a situation there where Kyle had an idea of how he wanted to proceed, and Ethan stopped it.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody said online, who has the best role in the game? And everybody's like, somebody said Jamie Graham. And then
I think I saw that.
Somebody commented, Ethan Walker is not even close. Ethan Walker is the first person that comes to my mind.
Well,
when I
it's
think about
not
roles.
just a typical role. The thing is, like, so many variations of that roll, whereas I would say Jamie Graham has a more typical. But yeah, you see Ethan do these skips, these hops, these roll-lecks, as you like to say.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I just said that.
I cannot wait to say Relect on Tuesday.
Oh,
there's going to be so many Relects in the juniors division.
It was coming. I wanted to stop it, but it just made too much sense.
The funny thing is Noah probably doesn't have that much of a, knowledge as far as cornhole goes. And I'm the only one that can provide it. So I'm just going to explain the heck out of Relect, and it's just going to be a thing.
You're going to go like on a 5-minute tangent?
Yeah, it's a
truck
5-minute
going to be yelling.
Relect.
Move on, Wally.
Send us to commercial. Hold on, I got to explain what Relect is.
Everybody wants to know. All right, chance to get some points here if he can collect those bags and leave those ones off to the left.
Crazy thing is he needs 4, and there's 4 staring right there off of 2 missed blocks.
That's the thing. Like you said, these round limited, they get interesting. This was to 21, not that interesting. You're like, great, maybe you get 4 points. That's fantastic. But game-winning 4 points?
Now, here's the situation that most people might not agree with me on, and the positioning he's in and having the final shot. I do not mind an airmail here on bag number 3. You get the drag. You're still in great position for the push collect. Damon's going to have to back block you, giving you a free bag for the airmail for the win. You push through this right now, I feel like you might take Damon's bag on the left with it.
It's a valid point. Maybe that was the conversation.
It's going to roll.
Well,
that helps out Damon, though. Now he can push through Peter's bag. I know I was going to do that at some point.
His brother. That's his brother.
They look alike.
They do not. They do not.
I was doing some footage of the USA Juniors match, and I guess you guys interviewed Jackson Gordon, Jake Gordon next to each other, and I was like, wow, the size comparison last year.
I know, twins. Twins, Basil.
2 feet apart. I hope that they're talking about the same thing. I want to see this bag slick side down here for Damon. You can afford to give up 2 points here.
Yeah, definitely can.
And you've already shown you cannot back block.
So there's that.
Slick side is down. Justin Duke in the background, Nate Boy, everybody watching on intensely. Slick side down, it rolls, stays on the red zone. It might go.
I don't see how it doesn't go.
It's on sticky side.
It's just barely.
First things first, you got to get this bag in, and it isn't, and it's going to stay. Ethan says, hold on.
Is it moving? It's not.
No way.
Goodness. What a way to end that game.
Damon beside himself. That's how we're going to start. That's the drama we're going to get. Sign me up. I'm all about it. California Slingers take down game number 1. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's Baked Beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff. nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Cornhole fans, welcome back here to Rock Hill, South Carolina. Day number 1 from the ACL coverage. Nish and Wally K9 Casper on the call. Corey and Chase in the truck. Match number 2 between the Slingers and the Missouri Mays is set up to show some of this youth we're talking about.
And Callie.
And Callie and Baby Goat.
Got Frisch and Fabianar and Forbes. All Fs, all out of Callie. I didn't realize that until I said them all.
So look at the venue. There's a look at us in the truck. Corey somehow never moves when he's on camera. He's got that down. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to get Tony Forbes lining up against Alex Hicks. On the right-hand side, Spencer Fabianar lining up against Vincent No Hat Frisch.
Weird.
I missed 2 hats.
Sometimes he wears multiple hats.
Yeah, I missed Vinny 2 hats. He's starting to look like a college baseball player, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say he's a senior.
I'm really curious to see if he stays with the cornhole or the baseball. Spencer Fabianar recently moved out here earlier in the week.
I know. Can I even call him a Cali player anymore? He's a Carolina player.
Yeah, that's true. Winthrop. I guess he committed for 4 years. I don't know how long they commit to Winthrop, but it's going to be exciting to see how that college series shapes up. Any other colleges will follow suit. I heard there's another college signing some players too, which is exciting.
That is.
That's
like in this region or somewhere else?
No, it was central of somewhere in the center of the country. Yeah, not necessarily just Winthrop, which is cool. That's what we need.
Yeah, we need more colleges to hop on board, that we have really good competition going into those championships. Being that these players, all but Alex Hicks, are from California, very familiar with playing with one another, against one another. Cali did take that first win, so they are up 1-0 right now. All right, looks like we're going to have our first live bags here.
Yep, and then over on court number 2, the High Rollers taking on the Chicagoland Spinners. So if you guys want to tune over there, say hi, make sure you come back. Again,
No.
Having a competition.
No, they
show them some love too. Go over there.
They do 2 screens, Wally.
Go over there, hit the like, and then come back to only us.
Okay.
We want to make sure our numbers are higher than Jake's court. That's all I care about. Besides, YouTube's cool anyway. YouTube's more gooder.
Wow. We talked about going to school earlier with Trey when he's making up words, and I guess we're going to continue on to that theme.
All right, fine. We'll say like Jake does. More, better.
Oh, he wanted that cut to come in and collect. It doesn't quite get there.
Slick side down.
Worst case scenario for Hicks.
I'm very curious as to why he didn't think he can push that on sticky side. It was close enough to the red zone. Misses and then takes himself off. We're off to a 6-0 start for the Slingers.
That's an BG on BG.
So I guess the question here would stick if the fill-ins end up pushing them to broadcast.
Right.
And then the regulars show up.
Tomorrow? I doubt they'll show up tomorrow.
I don't know.
I think you got to roll with the team that got you there. We've got, what, 4 elite players, I think, playing today.
Cinderella story.
Yeah. Well, the Carolina Coasters winning was already somewhat of a Cinderella story. We'll see if they can continue it on and beat the Freeze. Would be quite the upset, considering they finished not so good.
Bag selections, it looks like we got some BG Wizard Elves taking on some Brotherhood Guardians.
Oh, those are Brotherhoods.
Throwdown variety, yep.
That totally looked like the BG logo when I saw it fly by.
It's the BC.
I know, I get it now. Well,
if it wasn't for teams right now, I'd actually be throwing in doubles with Brent from Brotherhood.
You were going to throw with Brotherhood?
Yeah, I was going to throw with Brent.
I'm throwing with Maddie.
King?
Yeah.
When's that?
At Spencer's.
Oh, at Spencer's.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can play in Spencer's. I haven't figured that out yet.
I'm not working it. Oh, no. Didn't want to fall.
Another fourth bag struggle for Hicks. Let's kind of keep an eye on that. Looks like he hit his roll spot perfectly. Gets a point on the board. Getting Vincent Frisch started. Blocker with a nice roll from Spencer. Vincent, one of his own. Let the roll game begin.
This is crazy.
Cuts around to the side. I'm going to be curious at what point he wants to collect this bag.
Oh, looks like it's here.
Right now. I like that test, too. I'll put the blocker out there. Okay, you passed the test. Now we're going to clean it up. I'm going to try and score. And a lot of times you see where a player changes the strategy of the rounds, and they end up missing their next bag. Wide open board, I wasn't planning this. Now he misses his next shot. Vinny's getting 2 out of it, 6-3.
It's like these boards are playing sticky right now. Everything seems to just be hanging out there in front of the hole. Got the pop to grab position, but it doesn't look like Hicks really likes it, and getting a pile up here.
Alex struggling a little bit so far through these first 5 rounds.
Goodness.
Tony not capitalized on it, though. I mean, it's the same shot. This time you just have to hit it.
Is it, or does he want?
I think you got to try and land right there on the left side, or I'm sorry, right side above the L, and just get that angle on your cut. It's going to be a harder shot for Tony. If he's able to hit it, he gets 2 points out of it. He misses it. Tony might go to the airmail. Baby Goat stepping out.
Grabbed a little bit of that front bag, which slowed it down. Couldn't quite get to the hole. Oh, but Tony's able to get that bag in.
Yeah, Tony used the pile to get his to go over the top, and it worked to his advantage. 2 points. Yep, 8-3 now. Hey, that's how I roll my bag.
Yeah.
Use the pile.
Yeah, we all believe that.
I mean, I can't
hey,
roll
there's
it,
Maddie
so
King.
I just use the pile.
I love that you're confident that we're going to win Spencer's. I appreciate that confidence. I do throw a 6, though. I don't know how far that will get us.
I'm going to be very disappointed if you guys don't have, like, some super bright or something out. Like, you guys have to have some type of team outfit. It's got to happen.
It's a team outfit. Okay.
Like, Maddie,
all right, Maddie, we got to talk.
Maddie goes above and beyond with everything, and I want to see it. I love it.
I was not planning an elaborate outfit.
I'll tell you what, one thing about Maddie is I was kind of shocked when I had him on the microphone out in Sacramento a few years ago. That man can rap.
Let's go. We're the perfect team.
He can spit some bars. I want you and Maddie to come out with your own walk-up music, and then I'll follow you guys around with the boombox every time you're up to a court.
So down. That will get me hyped. I might throw a 7, actually, with that type of hype up.
Speaking of rapping, Mish, posting the Stevies this year.
Yeah, I'm just going to actually do your rap.
Same one, only better.
Same one.
Well, my word of advice is do not look at Philip Lopez Jr. and Mark Richards for expressions and validation.
I will try not to.
That was my downfall.
How are you just going to blame them like that?
I mean, it was bright lights, and that was the only 2 people I could see in the crowd.
My goodness.
That's one thing I did not practice, is going out there to see how bright it would be.
Yeah, the lights are bright.
Side down here.
Oh, we wanted to collect that. Couldn't quite get it.
Just like that, we got ourselves a game. 9-8, the Mays taking a lead. Seems like it has been all Tony Forbes, but Baby Goat takes advantage of his one mess-up round. Vincent gives it back. He's staying out there. I don't like the collect. Unless you go side by side here, I don't even want to worry about that bag anymore. I'm fine with a 10-10 wash.
What do you know, Wally?
He brought it back a little bit closer.
What do you know?
I know I still don't like it. He is staying slick side down, and he's off the
right.
back.
And he's right.
The
Mark
wash
it down.
is a win. When you get down to the final 3 rounds, and this is what I was talking about with Alan Rawls when he said he wanted to lay up. Kingsbury and everybody in the freeze behind him were talking about shooting the airmail to try and get 5.
Yep.
And I said, this late in the round, you just got to go board, take your 2-point lead in case Kingsbury misses one.
Yep.
And then sure enough, Kingsbury misses. Luckily, they only gave up a point for forced overtime, but in this situation, a wash is a win. We're tied 9-9.
Round
9. I'm K9.
Whoa.
Everything's coming full circle.
Watch out. Oh, gets the hop, but goes over to the right.
Seen Baby Goat struggle with slick side. He's wanting to go roll. Less thinky, more throwy. Don't talk yourself out of it. If that's what you want to do, do it. He does go roll and he hits it. Oh my.
Rare miss there for Forbes. Who would you say is the favorite before going into this match?
Going into it? I mean, I probably would have liked Vincent and Alex with the rolls that they put.
Okay.
But Alex, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look crisp to me.
He doesn't seem like he's as confident as, worst case there for Tony. That is going to be.
Got to be pretty confident right now. You're looking at a 7-on-3 heading into bag number 8. This is in, possibly for 9. Or off the board to keep it at 4.
Just hops off.
The good news is it's round 10. You got your partner a 4-point lead.
Sure.
Bad news is it could have just been over.
Didn't really get his partner a lead, though. Tony just gave it up.
Sometimes you have to accept the gift that's given to you.
I'm just saying. Remember, this is to go to TV. So we're talking about our confidence in the team to win it all, right?
Well, Spencer and Tony have that in their back pocket. We're just filling, guys. We're just filling in, all right? We're not even supposed to be on the team.
Yeah, wait a second. Only one elite player allowed if their pro team is here. So to have 4, obviously, different situation there for the Slingers.
Team talking about this. No matter what, Vincent's not going to be happy. He's almost Eric Davis number 2 in a way. You like all the players that are never happy with themselves.
They strive for greatness. And I appreciate that.
So Spencer right now has to get this bag in and leave the blocker in place. Pushes up to the pile. I don't like that push because now Vincent can come with the back block.
Which
Perfect.
he does perfectly.
And now you have to rodeo.
Ooh, and it's trampolini. That's a word.
It's very trampolini. He does have a bag in.
Yeah, it's 5-on-2.
Just had a timeout to go down and look at it. You should remember.
Hey, you're in the moment. Oh, that's not good.
And a timeout. 1 bag in the hole should pretty much seal the deal. There is a double rodeo for Spencer just to tie. If I'm Vincent Frisch, I'm looking at a roll shot to either cover, go in, or make that rodeo even harder. I'm just messing with Spencer. He was stuck in the airport for like 6 hours, and I was talking to him on TikTok when I was packing.
Yeah, a lot of us had a hard time getting here yesterday. The weather.
It's not bad, but the same shot remains here for Spencer.
He said hard push?
Yuck.
At all. He didn't look confident. Spencer.
This is a line drive airman. He's trying to go for the push.
He's going for the push.
Crawl. He's trying to flip the board over to get only his bags to fall. That's a bold strategy. It would have been awesome if it would have happened.
That would have been a new one. That would have been a new one.
That bag got about 1.5 feet off the ground. All right, when we come back, we're tied up 1-1. Mays Slingers continues right after this.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's Baked Beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's Baked Beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts. No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. More Slingers versus Missouri Maize action. Series is tied 1-1.
To this 10th
Going back
round.
to Valley Forge here, looking at game number 7. It came down to Brandon Martinez. He threw out of turn against Terry Mathis, and it ends up hitting 3 clutch air mails. Why is that significant? Going through the lineups here, Brandon Martinez and Michaela Calvi will be game number 7 against Joe Tyler Saladiner and Clayton Robertson. Go through the rest of the lineups real quick, Mish. You got Corey Gilbert and Ricky Gonzalez on the court right now to take on Steven Bernasette and Cedro Herrera. Next up, Tony Smith and G. Norton will take on Austin Renard and Ryan Windsor. Alyssa Calvi and Michael Nunez to take on Justin Duke and Jalen Jones. And then Emily Downer and Michael Allen will take on Nick Mescal and Nate Boyer. I remember commentating on this match, seeing Brandon Martinez throw out of turn. We were like, there is no possible way that they're going to end up escaping this one with that bag on the ground from Mathis. Ultimately, the Slingers punched their ticket. They have made the playoffs, and here they are against the Missouri Maize, trying to take the lead 2-1. We're back here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. 2024 World Championships underway. Cali Slingers, again, we talked about finishing 51% winning percentage, barely punching the ticket. But the Missouri Maize and Steven Bernasette and Cedro Herrera, very, very sneaky team. And you can never count out Corey Gilbert and Ricky G. These guys like to have some fun. Get the match assigned. Looks like they're waiting for the connection. So going through those lineups, what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think the Cali Slingers are going to be able to pull this off and help you out, or you think the Missouri Maize are ultimately going to be able to take it down?
Man, this is a tough one.
I'm kind of liking the matchup for the Missouri Maize just out of familiarity. I mean, it's going to be really hard for the Cali Slingers.
This is a tough matchup right here. This could definitely go either way. The next matchup, I mean, you have Tony Smith in the court. Tony Smith has been having kind of a quiet season in the singles side, but doing well in doubles, but not so much in – they didn't do round limited, did they?
Well, Tony Smith struggled last year in teams.
Well, I know that.
Pretty well, but I think this year's been a little bit better.
Him and Mark, have all of their finals been to 21?
Now, I'm mentioning it. I think they had one good showing in round limited format. But I know for a fact Tony doesn't like it.
Most of these matches, I feel like, are kind of toss-ups. I don't see any just, wow, that's definitely going in one direction.
The wild card is going to be the Calvies.
It did really well on TV.
They are very, very good. I'm particularly eyeballing Alyssa Calvi and Michael Nunez against Justin Duke and Jalen Jones.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Calvi and Nunez combo take that one down, I think the Slingers might be able to pull this off. Get an overhead board here in just a second. They are still just going down and back as the match finally gets assigned.
Yep, so we finally have our tablet working, and we can
tablet's working. We'll switch down to the other end, get an overhead board this time, and we'll be in great shape.
All right, looks like this will be it.
There it is. I promise. See, I delivered.
That
How's
you did.
Chat doing? How's
that
YouTube
you did.
chat doing?
Quiet, a little quiet.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, a little quiet.
YouTube, what is up? How are you guys doing, man? I've missed you guys. It's been 1,000 just for me?
Not for you, just in general.
It's been, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? I don't even know. Misha went crazy. I had 9 days in the same house. I did not know what to do with myself.
That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? These bags being almost identical.
It's because they're live, Mish. These bags are live. Got the Pro Snipers going against the Cat 3s, it looks like.
We're just making it rain.
Just goes to show you how good Bernasette is. No matter what he puts in his hand, he's really, really good at shooting airmails. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's another situation here for an airmail. I don't think this is and oneable a word?
I mean, we're just putting a bull on everything at this point, so.
How about rodeoable?
My goodness. That was rodeoable. Rodeoable. That's tough. I don't know about that one.
Bernasette putting up another highlight reel. Corey, that stinks, he says. Let's take a look at this again. Landing on the pile, firing himself up early here in round number 1. Off to a 2-0 start.
And what a way to get him.
But yeah, Mish, I'm not too proud to admit it, but the first 2 or 3 days, I might have binge watched a couple of shows and had a lot of Little Debbie snacks.
Little Debbie's? Oh, there's so much better snacks out there.
There's nothing better than zebra cake.
Oh, I couldn't disagree more.
YouTube chat, help me out.
It's awful.
What is the best snack to binge watch to? Because I went through probably 4 or 5 Little Debbie's, not gonna lie.
Awful.
Well, Corey hits an airmail as well. Cedro left hanging. Gets the Nucks after all. But a big round for Cedro. I mean, this is any indication of how this game's gonna go. Get your tickets for the air show.
That's what we're playing, apparently. We had the roll show earlier. Now we got the air show.
And I ain't mad at it. Half step out for Bernasette, going after this bag. Taps it in with a little replace. Gets the corner needed. One more bag to collect. This time he's going all the way out.
I don't even know if you need a step out.
And he is able to finish off his 4-bagger. Ricky G on the other side trying to do the same. No beverage around. Oh, none needed.
That was your fault,
well,
sir.
We weren't ready for it. I need to get me whatever's in this cooler. Hopefully there's something here.
There's tons of them.
What we got? Liquid Death. You want one?
Oh, I have agua.
Drinking my mountain water.
A bit of a beating going on the Facebook stream. I just see Tanner Halbert. I can't see who else.
Straight from the mountains of Missouri. Corey knew he missed it. He just didn't know his right from his left. Luckily, it stays on the board.
It's irrelevant.
Good news
He's
is,
like, can you tell me which bags are mine?
Yeah, the good news is his bag on the right is his bag on the left, so everything's good.
It's all good. What?
That's going to end up being a 4-point round for Corey Gilbert. Cedro with a 6, nets 2 points, 10-0 start, Missouri Mays. Game number 3, series tied 1-1.
First of 4 wins will be it. So looking to see if we can even get to the game 6 or 7. We were able to do that for the other ones. We got to game 6s in both of the other matches earlier.
So what does chat have to say about the Little Debbies? They're with me, aren't they?
Definitely not Little Debbie.
What?
Zebra cakes, fudge rounds, all about the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I get on the Debbie kicks when I'm feeling nostalgic for 80s, 90s. But popcorn, jerky, and sunflower seeds nowadays.
Wonder if that's a thing, because I was watching Fallout, which is a series that has a whole lot of old music in it.
Interesting theory. Cosmic brownies? I don't know what any of this even is.
Oh, Mish. You're missing out.
I couldn't even have sugar cereal in my house. You think we had Little Debbie's?
I do remember, you're like, help yourself to anything, any snacks you want. I'm like, there's no like goldfish. I don't have any sweets. I need some sugar.
Oh, at my house?
Yeah.
I buy Rome some treats.
No, you took care of me. I appreciate y'all.
Always.
Except for Nick. I miss Nick. He needs to be here now. Can't wait any longer.
I know we have a child, so it makes it a little tough. Hey, thanks, Nick. Not my Nick. It's another Nick.
You just claim them all. It's fine. 15-0. Corey wants to at least have some fun. I think he wants to shoot this right away.
Why not?
Ricky wants a block.
That's not quite the block he wanted.
Yeah, he should have clarified he wanted a good block.
Blocked himself.
Now he's got to go after it. Slick side down.
Wow,
good push.
Bag. What's up, Patrick? Okay, let's see something. Let's see something. That's something.
Oh.
Nobody shuts me out.
There was a brief moment where I thought those were going to clog.
I know, it looked like it for a second.
Don't call it a comeback, Mish. 15-2. They've dominated the last round.
Got to keep chipping away at it, though. You're running out of time. That's a big deficit to make up for, and Bernasette playing really, really well on this side.
Bernasette doesn't need to do it, but in this situation, something to keep an eye on this week. He's really good at bullying that bag out. He didn't even try to do it, and somehow that bag ends up out of play. Bernasette just kind of waiting to make sure that they're not going to fall on their own. I mean, that cornhole scenario bag, or I'm sorry, that pro sniper is already about 80% in the hole, so there it goes. Goes for the airmail, doesn't get the drag. In for 2 for Bernasette. He gets it.
We might get to 21, Wally.
Sheesh.
I always wonder the strategies of the lineups, you know, putting your best teams towards the front, towards the back. Obviously, first to 4 takes it, so you don't want to do too much backloading. But then if you need a team to clinch it in the 7th, so definitely some strategy there for these teams trying to figure out how to do their lineups.
Boyer in the background saying to shoot it. Corey says, you ain't dragging it on me. Shot it anyway.
I don't even know what that was.
If you take one off, I'm going to take them both off.
What did that end up being?
Everybody's trying to figure it out. Even Bernasette doesn't know.
You guys just make it hard on yourselves when you throw the same color bags. It's not just us.
20-2. Back-to-back 10-point rounds wins it.
No problem. Challenge accepted. I don't ask Bernasette to airmail, though. I mean, really?
Well, we knew we were going to start with Air Mills. We were going to finish with Air Mills. Just did not expect the score to be 20-2 when they started shooting them. On the board for the win, but nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Finishes off with fourth bag Air Mill and a good push. The Missouri Mays take this one down 23-2 unless the score was wrong the round before that. What sounds like.
Okay, we're assessing the situation. All right.
Never mind.
Never mind.
That wasn't confusing at all. It's great TV whenever we have that happen.
Love it.
Day one vibes on day one. All right, when we come back, bring on the captain, Tony Smith, and the Slingers trying to get back into this right after.
In categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are overstocked and we have the real deals.
Special was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Ah, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes to top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts. No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. The World Championships are underway. The directors over there are working hard to get the lineup submitted, get the tablets up and running. All the people in the building chewing up the Wi-Fi. We'll get the map assigned here in just a little bit. In the meantime, if you guys are in the area, you can check out all the vendors there in Vendor Alley. Set up in the center of the room today. If you're not here yet, that's what you got to look forward to.
So shopping.
We're shopping. They also got the Tier 1 companies out there in the, what is that called? The team room, I guess?
I don't know what that's called, but there's a bar in there.
Yeah, that's where the beverages are, and that's where most of us want to be. You're a
now we
cornhole
got to
player.
work till 10 p.m., Wally.
Oh, yeah. Gotta grab yourself a beverage to wash down the saucy sheriffs that you had during the 2-minute break.
Not a thing.
Who doesn't love one?
Me.
There's the spin. Slinger's going to win this one. Ryan Windsor, Austin Renard taking on Dean Norton and Tony Smith.
We've got blue-ish bags, but we can tell them apart. Got that going for us this game. Obviously having kill shots over here for the Mays with the owner of the company. We got some pro sniper elites on the other side.
And we got the pro blind draw. I'm always going to be kind of, looks like these are Wolverines. Always be curious, like if Jeff Reynolds draws Austin Renard on blind draw,
I know, that's
How
tough.
do they decide who throws what?
Well, how many sales you got?
You have to.
That's the seating.
Sales, or do you spin the bag, and then whose bag are we spinning?
I think you got to go annual sales. Show me the receipts.
Show me the money. Why is this bracket held up? We're trying to figure out what bag to throw. It's important.
Yeah, give him a moment. Oh, what an awkward knuck. Oh. Wah, wah, wah.
Only high fives.
He didn't even just miss it. He turned his back to it. Like, Oh, High Rollers did something exciting.
J. Dot over there hitting big shots. J. Dot and Cody Henderson. No way that's going to get loud.
No.
I don't even see who Purser's throwing with. Kimbrel, looks like.
Couldn't tell you. AAR hat, that's all I got.
Either Kimbrel or Rule. I think Rule plays for.
Could hop over there.
Colonels.
Tony. Hey, what about this game?
We got no score. I don't know. 5-0.
5-0.
Somebody's winning. I'm just waiting for my first social so I can open up my Liquid Death Mountain Water. Not sponsored yet.
Wow, it says recycle or die.
That's
extreme. That is an extreme.
I mean, it's true. If you don't, you will die.
Oh, gave him a lane.
You will also die if you do, but.
Kimbrel and Purser.
There is a lane here for Tony. Slick side down. Bag is away. It looked low, but it works.
Hey, got two of them, or got one of them technically, and the one in hand.
And I believe that's going to make it 5-4 now. The Missouri Mays in the lead.
That's good advice.
Gonna bring it, yeah. Did you just say that? 1 point game? Did I just repeat you? I was bringing a comment. I don't want to be that person.
I feel like the conversation we just had off the air. About being redundant by repeating ourselves over and over again simultaneously.
Is it different though if I'm repeating you, not you repeating you?
Blocker here from Renard. Airmail time? Question mark?
Up he goes. Short.
Come on, man.
Here we go. Norton starting to get fired up. Renard chasing now, trying to hit the airmail just for 3. Or just to give up 3, rather. Misses that one. That's going to be a 6er.
10-5, just like that.
10 unanswered.
Slingers win here. That would tie it up at 2s. Going into the 5th match.
Tony down the middle, trying to tie it up here. 2-2, going into the 5th match.
You, Wally.
Oh, sorry.
You were paying attention. I was reading comments. Not the same thing.
Oh, I miss being on the mic, chat. I'm not going to lie, the last 2 days kind of killed me.
Well, we had to set up the mic.
That's what I'm saying. I was setting up. I was watching other people commentate.
People are like, where were you yesterday? Hey, guys, we got to set up this lovely court that you see.
Yeah, I like that.
When I say we, I am not included in that at all.
I like those inbox messages. Like, the inbox messages were like, hey, how come you guys aren't live for any of this? We haven't started yet.
Yeah, what?
This is USA Forces stuff.
Not ACL. Different company.
So feel free to watch them on USA Cornhole. Where
Technically
they're live.
not employed by USA.
Well, speak for yourself.
Oh, you are. We saw the polo.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting paid, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Does that mean I'm not employed, or I don't even know?
I think that means it's an audition.
We're going to talk about it.
Let's talk about what? This 10-5 situation. Oop. There they are. At least it's easier to see when you're looking across who won, because the whole team gets excited instead of just 2 people.
I wish they would do this all year long, and then probably have different teams in the playoffs. But you got to buy into teams early.
Yep.
Whenever teams happens here at Worlds, there's nothing like it. They all band together. Never forget Stacy Moore's call, year number 1, when Selmeyer hit that airmail drag.
Yeah, I was calling that with Stacy. Who hates teams now? Iconic line from the commish. Going up.
And again, off on his airmail. His thigh is going to pay the price. Smacking himself hard. Take a timeout to look at this one.
I'm not worried about it.
10-5, 5 rounds in this situation. I don't mind going for the airmail and being aggressive. Trying to guarantee yourself a minimum giving up a point.
No, he's doing a step out.
He's going for the collect. I don't like it. And meow. Austin can go slick side and use that bag as a bumper to redirect and steal 3 points this round. All Southern Telestrator, Mish, right there. Right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
The Ghost Telestrator.
Right there.
I have the pen.
All right, draw on the screen. This is a Sharpie.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Now
the finals of teams.
Now the screen has a Sharpie mark on it.
The American finals will be tonight. So that will be the Freeze versus the Coasters. Then we'll get the winner of this versus the winner of Court 2 tomorrow night.
I wonder if the Freeze will let me sit with them since I have the hat on.
You got to be the mascot then. What are you going to wear?
Ice.
Ice. You're just going to wear ice. Yeah, that doesn't melt at all.
Okay, well, eventually water.
Yeah, well, they're not the waters. It's the opposite of the Freeze, actually.
Why is Wally standing in 2 styrofoam containers?
It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, he is going slick side down, trying to use that bag as a bumper to redirect exactly where I drew it. He almost got the collect. That's still fine. He'll get a point out of it if these fall. It still would have been 3. (10-6) now, heading into round 6. Windsor with first throw. Gonna be curious to see if he goes with a blocker or just tries to go in. Does go blocker. See it right there on the overhead board.
Saw it. Oh, what a great bag there by Tony. Not happy with that bag. Went slick side for the collect, and it ricocheted off to the right.
I do have to say this year is the first year that they've used the alternate jerseys, and the Slingers just by far have the best alternate jersey to me.
Love the Slingers look.
I do.
Not just because I'm a Slingers fan. The Blue Bears, as Rosie Streaker's kids would call it.
Good, I gotta help you
out. Kind of sad with her not returning.
Yeah, they were excited. I mean, they liked the logo before. Davis is our graphic designer. That is Rosie Streaker's husband. And when he was doing all the logo designs, the kids said, "Daddy, we like the Blue Bears." And then Rosie gets drafted to the Blue Bears, and they were so excited. And now she's a bully bagger. Well, was. We'll see next season.
I might move to Cali just so I can wear the jersey officially.
Let's go. You didn't say you were going to live in Orville, though, Wally. You just said California. It's quite a big state.
How many Thompson fires out there in Orville?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Just the one.
Stay away from the Thompsons at all costs.
Just the one.
Austin struggling.
Yeah.
Field goal post up here for Norton. Kick is away. It's good. Did we have any kickers on the Super Bowl this year?
I don't think so.
No love for the kickers.
Give it back.
Somehow it hangs on, luckily.
Lazueta gives him a round of applause for that bag.
That's an 8-8 wash. Windsor changing his song to some scoring music.
Where's scoring music?
Mm-hmm.
How did he get that playlist? There you go.
Beats by Lamiche.
Jonathan said ice as in bling bling.
Yeah. Oh,
You gotta ice yourself.
See if we can get the Freeze to buy me an ice chain.
You gotta ask Hennessy.
He's probably not reading. Well, I guess he's got Sorrells.
Try harder. I don't know.
Try harder.
Not a bad piece of advice there.
Bag's not out of play yet, but it's going to be a harder collect if Tony can bully it. I like that placement.
There.
You are him. That's weird.
You are him. That's weird.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. He could be really him.
This could be big.
Might be looking at a +5 if he can collect. Sticky side down, low release.
Oh, it doesn't go. Is it moving?
+3. Looks like that's going to be it. 13-6, though.
None of that.
Ethan Walker in the background says, hey, give me a 7 here. Dean says, no, none of that.
Well, stranger things have happened, as we have seen.
Austin misses his block. Even his misses are going in.
It's a little deep.
Yeah. Third attempt at it, not going to work. Now he's got to chase his own bag. Doesn't need to.
I did it.
Will I crack this open after this shot from Austin? Bag is away.
You're not meant to have any beverages. I'm so thirsty. You're not allowed to be hydrated. I'm so thirsty. Not gonna happen.
He's gonna have to starve over here. And some sawdust lungs going. Get a little scratchy.
Sawdust lungs is quite the image. Great bag there by Tony. See him do it again. Oh no, he went airmail that time. Oh no.
In for 6. Not gonna do it. Oscar Nard and Ryan Windsor fall. Slingers taking that one down.
Make it 2-2.
Making it 2-2 indeed. When we come back, more Slingers mains action right after this.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Show was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's baked beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now, they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts. No.
With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Got it. All right, Cornhole fans, welcome back. Getting pretty interesting here. The Mays versus Slingers, tied 2-2, heading into the match that I was talking about, Alyssa Calvi and Michael Nunez make their way to the court to take on Justin Duke and Jalen Jones. I think the winner of this match will win the series. What say you, Mish?
Wow. That's
Emily
a bold
Downer,
plan. Okay, what's the next one?
Emily Downer, Michael Allen, Nick Mescal, Nate Voyer, and then Michaela Calvi, Brandon Martinez against Joe Tyler Saladiner and Clayton Robertson.
Honestly, I don't know. Oh, look, there's a look at oh, never mind.
Nice look at the tablet there. We're going to try and cover that tablet up with an overhead board right eventually now.
Meow.
Looks like we got some Brotherhood, something or another's. More than likely Guardians. Then more cornhole scenario bags. All right, there's the thumbs up to the truck. Security guard in the background, nervous, chewing on our fingernails, waiting for the outcome of this one. Appreciate all the fans tuning in everywhere. Make sure that you guys
side block. That's rare.
That's what you got to do. Make sure that you guys all only watch our court. Go over and hit the thumbs up on court 2, then come back. And for the push on that one, misses off the board. Can't tell if these are wingmans or Guardians. Saw the Brotherhood logo on the other side. More than likely, Alyssa will throw it. Sticky side to see. These look, can't see these either. Copycats? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
That is not a good start.
That is a very unfortunate start.
I like the strategy by Alyssa. You can't score if I don't put it in.
Let's just ignore that and pretend that didn't happen.
Oh, and the game went away. I like how she's like... well,
that didn't count, right?
Strategy, yeah. There we go. That's only a 10 on 1.
Yeah. Yeah, very common.
There we go. Guardian L's.
Like that they're throwing the Cali Slinger bags.
Very, very easy to read. Team bags not required for live streams. They will be required for broadcast courts. See how aggressive she wants to get. Slick side down.
Oh, not bad.
That worked. She was going for a deep landing spot on the push, and I like the strategy.
Yeah, just go in.
Ended up hopping the hole instead. Normal shot here from Duke. I mean, nothing too crazy off to a 9-0 start. Gets the collect, looking at +2. Make it 4.
Making it hurt. 13-0 start for the Mays. Michael not throwing like himself here. And wondering if it's a bag situation.
These are his bags.
They are his bags, so he always throws slick side?
Yeah, he's a slick side thrower, just a little bit off right now. I want to say the last time I saw the Slingers play in Valley Forge, he was one of the standouts.
Yeah, he's a strong player. He's out of Cali. And definitely one of the better in the area, so definitely surprising.
I think it was Philip Lopez Jr. and Nunez threw against Ryan Wiedenfeld and Ryan Smith and had them on the ropes if they didn't beat him. I can't remember. But he shot very well in that one.
He played with his wife, Autumn, on the broadcast and did very well. Good bag there by Alyssa. Oh, and it just gets hung up. That fourth bag's killing her.
$17-0 start.
Well, with a win here from the Mays, it'll make it 3-2, so they're not out. Then the next game will be a must-win for the Slingers. Jake wanted me to let you know that court 2 is more gooder.
More?
I don't even know why I read that comment out loud. I just thought you might have a clap back, Wally. Oh, good bag there by.
If it's so good, then why is Jake watching our live feed? He already knows.
Has to compare, right? That was an ugly roll attempt. I'm not entirely sure what that was.
He was going for a cut on it. Ends up going off to the side. 19-0.
Oh, hello, Heather. See you there in the chat. (19-0) in round 6. Not looking good for the Slingers, but things are looking great for the High Rollers over there. They are loud and proud. Kaylee Hunter must have done something.
The High Rollers have always been one of these teams that does support each other. They get loud, they get exciting. California Slingers, I have to say, have always kind of lacked that. I don't know if it's...
We're missing how many of our players? That's going to do it.
Other than Norton and Gilbert, they don't really get into it. This one was over before it started. The Missouri Mays take this one down. If you guys want to, for 2 minutes, you can head on over there to court number 2 to watch the High Rollers versus the Chicagoland Spinners. When we come back, the Missouri Mays have a chance to finish things out. Nick Mescal and Nate Boyer against Emily Downer and Michael Allen.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Ah, nuts. No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts.
Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
All right, Cornhole fans, you see we are here at Rock Hill, South Carolina, 2024 World Championships, and everyone is excited. Everyone is excited because Missouri Mays has a chance to finish it and punch their ticket to TV right now, up 3-2. Nate Warrior and Nick Mescal trying to close things out. Their task is going to be Emily Downer and Michael Allen to just destroy the hopes and dreams of Mish to one day hoist the ACL Teams Championship in our hometown, Orville, California, in the parade.
So, anyways, did the High Rollers just win that game or win it all? Because they are fired up.
I think it was just a normal roll bag. They're just very excited about it.
We just don't know what happened there except for...
The news is we could always ask the chat, and they will tell us honestly.
They better not be on court 1.
Well, I told them to go there for 2 minutes. I told them to go there for 2 minutes.
Okay, that's true. You did.
They're back now.
Yeah. Oh, looks like
Allison
that may be
to tell us.
it.
Maybe no, she's going the wrong way though.
I see the teams maybe leaving. Yeah, that game, but is that it?
If I win this, I might have to go buy some underwear, some t-shirts,
Looks like the next team is out on the court, so.
Don't tell them I said that.
Just getting warmed up here. These are not live bags. 3-2 over there. Thank you so much. So that's what we are over here. 3-2. Mays in the lead. If the Mays win this game, that will be it. They'll be going to broadcast tomorrow night on CBS Sports. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Can we get a replay of that? I think that was an Emily Downer smile.
And then if the Slingers pull off a win here, we will go to game number 7.
And I talked about it earlier. Game number 7, Brandon Martinez. It's permanently burned in my head when he threw out of turn with a game on the line. And ultimately came back hitting 3 clutch airmails to seal the deal. But man, I was talking to Cheyenne earlier during the Freezes games, and I said, I am scared now. Every time I see round 10 pop up, that somebody's going to throw out a turn.
That was some crazy stuff, that's for sure.
The crazy thing is it happened twice in the same broadcast.
I mean,
I'm like, no way.
I saw it happen in the college championships, and they were able to recover as well. So it's really impressive when they can recover after something like that.
Are you talking about the one from Myrtle Beach where you and I were on the mic?
Yeah.
He did it twice?
Yep.
It's the same game. Now, to his credit, he hasn't been throwing them all these years like everybody else, but man, back-to-back out-of-turn bags. And I think he only gave up about 2 points that round, so it wasn't terrible, but you never know. Whoopsie! That's something you cannot afford to do right now. First bag in the dirt. Mescal only takes advantage with a point, but that's all you need to win.
Like, you just see the difference, right? If you look over, well, you can't right now. You can only see the Slingers. But the Slingers kind of sitting back, watching. If you look over on the May side, every single one of them standing up in the bleachers. Just different energy coming from the sides of the court there. Oh, my goodness. That was... Whew. It was almost not in.
Not 100% sure, but I think these are the MX Outbreaks. Shout out to Kurt and MX for sponsoring the last
Look at that team. Look at that team support. They're like, hey, get this win. We don't want to go to Game 7. Nate Boyer also out of Cali, playing for the Mays.
Traitor.
You can't help who drafts you, you know?
The Slingers had a chance to pick him up. He was there for quite a while. One of the, I guess, sleepers or fallers, however you want to talk about it, at the draft. Went a little bit later than a lot of us expected.
He did. And if you watched the draft, you heard me say Mark Burgess about 30 times.
Yeah, we were kind of shocked at a lot of the strategy that was going on, and we were 100% accurate on all our predictions.
As we always are, clearly.
They should listen to us.
5-0 start here for the Slingers. Oh my goodness, and that one goes off the back of the board.
There you go.
Ricky G in the background. Can't see Dean Norton, but Dean Norton off to the right. I don't see Corey Gilbert. He's getting ready to cheer. He's going to psych himself up if it does go to Game 7, that's for sure.
Flick side go. That's the advice coming from Gilbert back there.
Oh, there he is.
You know, it isn't his lane, right? It's on the other side. Still think it's doable. Could also be a clogging situation.
I think she said a block's not bad.
Not bad, not good.
Can't see. Well, I'm missing a bag from Mescal.
It's off. It went
on
off.
the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a 2-1 at the moment. Oh my
That's
goodness.
Perfect.
It's like that bag is not touching. It's suspended in the middle there.
Allen kind of wanted that one in, but there's no way for Mescal to score this round now after
Oh
that shot.
my goodness. Yep,
This could be a
clean it
huge
up.
round.
It was a bridge. The bridge fell.
London Bridge is falling down.
Falling down.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
almost
thought
on the
that
ground.
was going to be. I thought he was going to try to lift the board.
Taking a page out of Spencer Fabianar's technique.
It's a bold strategy.
Oh,
That's
my goodness.
so unlucky.
There's a deep landing spot from Mescal.
You know what?
It ends up hopping.
I think it's happening right here. The cornhole gods want a Game 7. That's what we're seeing. 10-0 for the Slingers.
Jordan Power there in the background, newlywed. Congratulations, Jordan and Ashley.
Very exciting. Love a good wedding.
Can't wait for my next few.
Few. Doesn't seem comfortable with the slick side, but it works.
One shot, gets it in there. Let's see if Nate can bring his bag back. Nate's got that look in his eye where he's already gearing up for this airmail.
Great finish there by Emily going up. Hits it.
Short.
Didn't go. It's going to remain 10-0, which is a win for the Slingers. Washes or wins, as they say in round limited when you have a 10-point lead. We are a very sleepy court compared to court number 2 over there.
Waiting for Game 7. We're going to erupt in Game 7.
We're going to erupt. Facebook or ACL Cornhole TV is where you can catch the spinners and the eye rollers and the excitement happening over there. Able to spin that bag a little bit more over the hole.
Okay, Matthew Stout, is that Donovan Snelly, Greg Poulos, and Angel Camarena, I think?
That is correct. That is correct. Had to go there. She's right there, hanging there.
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 Lots of theirs.
The word has lost all meaning.
Lots of theirs and thises in this one. There. Opportunity for the Mays to get on.
No shutout here.
10-2, they're on the board. They're underway. Nate Voyer in round number 7, trying to add to this 2-point start on the comeback train.
First bag for Nate out of play.
Not how you do it. I always say it doesn't have to be a good block, Niche. It just has to be an effective block.
Yeah, well, that's not it.
He's back in the block. Does not work anymore.
Overrated bag there. The first bag block is difficult. That's going to make it really hard on Voyer.
I want to see if Voyer goes slick side, use his bags as a bumper to redirect.
Going up.
Risky shot.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. We got slick side down for Emily.
Ooh,
she missed it, but she's on. Missed it, but on.
Almost gave Corey Gilbert a heart attack here in the background. No!
Don't do it. Whoa.
She gets a point out of it, 11-2.
I was really hoping you would have hit them both in, Emily. Come on.
Fill it up.
I almost hope that game on court 2 ends so everybody comes over here and then we have game 7. Just get crazy.
Right. Well,
Can you imagine that one finishing, everybody coming over here and then Brandon Martinez throwing out of turn in round 10 again?
I feel like we're on the 20-hour drive situation again from Canton.
If Martinez doesn't throw out of turn, I'm just going to be disappointed.
$20-hour drive there for someone.
That's the only thing I don't want to move to Texas, because I hear you have to drive 20 hours everywhere you go.
It definitely happens. I'll tell you what, the only cheering I hear from court 2 is the high rollers, and I believe they're the ones up 3-2.
Sounds exciting.
A bag there by Emily to go right over that bag, and Nate has another one off.
I still go back to Colorado whenever the Spinners needed a player, and I got permission to play, and they didn't let me.
What?
They ended up forfeiting those matches. I got a call from Nico Morales in the morning. He said, hey, can you come play teams? I said, yeah, if Trey's cool with it. Just ask Trey. And I show up later to commentate and told him I got the call, and Trey's like, how'd you do? I said, well, if you're asking me how I did, that means that I would have had your permission to play.
Did he not ask?
They never asked. They never followed up on it.
They never followed up.
So they just ended up forfeiting. I was like, can you imagine?
You put your fate in the hands of somebody else, Wally. That's a no-no.
Well, I mean, I'm not an elite player, and I'm not a captain. I would have needed some things to happen.
I know you could have asked.
But yeah, me and Tina Tofoya could have shocked the world, apparently.
Shocked the world, he says.
The way I look at it, he put us against the #1 team. We beat him. That's amazing.
An open board airmail. Oh, we're in round 10.
It's 12.
I've been so focused on what's happening to the other court that I didn't even realize what round we were in.
Hey, Mescal's starting to. You think I'm talking about myself for no reason here?
I mean,
I never talk about myself unsolicited.
Yeah, that's a new one.
All right, guys. Wally K9 Castle will be back. Game number 7.
Oh, my goodness.
Be along for the ride. When we come back, it's all going to come down to Brandon Martinez throws out a turn.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor, collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bush's baked beans have always been the official bean of making burgers taste better. And now they're the official beans of the SEC.
And the official bean of whatever that is.
Hey, it's tailgate fashion. Now this guy gets it.
Ah, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy sheriff. No matter your cookout plate strategy,
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy sheriff.
Nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
I'm Marcus Lemonis, and I'm serious about business. The Overstock team works around the clock and across this country to find you the deals on top brands and deliver the goods. We hunt for factories to work with, for closeouts, liquidations, in categories like furniture, home goods, clothing, outdoor collectibles, jewelry, and so much more. If you want it, we have it. When you buy it, it goes from the warehouse to your house. And let me be clear, we are Overstock, and we have the real deals.
Was made using artificial intelligence and did not cost us a dime. Now we both get to save money.
Ah, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not
All right, Cornhole fans, I kind of teased it at the beginning. I wasn't expecting it to actually happen, but we are heading down to game number 7. And again, Brandon Martinez finds himself at the court. His partner, Taylor Calvi. There's Brandon Martinez. He's lined up on the left-hand side against Joe Tyler Salandino with some dyed hair. No visor, Niche.
No visor.
That is a
Not
big
the same.
mistake.
Not the same. You know, Maudlin ditched the visor, last season?
It's a big mistake, too.
Yeah.
The visor's
Not the same.
Kayla over here on the right, lining up against Clayton Robertson. An official has been called to the court, and I'm not going to lie, I don't mind it.
We love an official at the court.
Game number 7. Waiting for the match to get assigned over there on court number 2. It is tied 8-8 in round number 10. Game on the line. High Rollers trying to win this one to win the series and punch their ticket to TV.
If not, it will go to game 7 over there as well. Oh, they like it. They like it.
Steve going to do a backflip off that top row. High fives. Tells
He's not even in it. He's not even in the frame.
In trouble.
His head's cut off.
Waiting for the tablet to connect so we can get the match assigned. So I'm not going to lie, I don't mind cutting over here and watching this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Very
what they
important
each
bag,
have
it
a bag
looks
left, one bag left. Oh, he didn't get it. That was it. High rollers win.
Secret 7 sign getting punched by Tanner Halbert in excitement. As the high rollers take that one down.
They'll be heading to TV tomorrow night on CBS Sports at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see who will join them after this game.
That's going to cause a great migration as everyone's going to head over here. Couldn't draw this up any better.
The Great Migration. They say it has. We're just going to check it out to just make sure it's working correctly. Yeah, hopefully. I've got the official on it now. Trying to get this started. Looks like it's working. So we should get these bags back to that side and then get it going.
I mean, we were just stalling for dramatic effects.
Obviously. We had to give people time to get over here.
All right, there's the spin. They have been notified. The officials on the court. We'll switch to the other side so you guys can see what's happening and where they're throwing. The first bag is in for Saladiner. Brandon Martinez. First bag in as well. Now the reason the official was called, I believe it was Canton. Joe Tyler, it might have been Milwaukee. Either way, Joe Tyler Saladiner was on the court and he was stepping across the line quite a bit. Not just like lifting his plant foot, he was stepping on the line, Mish.
Interesting. Great bag there.
So far, so good as far as that plant flip, but maybe the mental aspect playing a factor. Couple bags out of play. That one does not cut over. Brandon Martinez going to strike first here. 2-0. Texas.
This is for all the marbles, Wally.
There's a lot of them.
And there's so many marbles.
The Vegas High Rollers celebrating. Ooh, that one almost skipped over the hole. This entire match, I'm going to be watching the people in the background more than I am the bags going in the hole. Everyone's standing on the bleachers watching. Good push into the pile.
Much more excitement coming from the Slingers side now that we're in Game 7.
Clayton stepping all the way out. He's looking to get a different angle at this slick side push. He's gearing up.
Dude.
Right now he is.
That's a lot of rocking.
Right now he's all the way out. Saladiner says, hey, don't foot foul this big important shot. Michael was ready. He does step back in. Good shot. Gets two to fall. The bag wedges perfectly. And that is going to be a 2-point swing. Good shot there from Clayton Robertson. 2-2. I don't know if Clayton was going to step back into the lane and have a plant foot in the box, but if he would have planted outside the box, that would have been a shot that would have cost him 3 points.
That would have been a big mistake, but he did correct that.
Back block a little bit off to the side, but still effective. See if Brandon has a cut. Angled it, but did not bite. Saladiner not stepping out to get a different angle. He might be going back block. We've already seen how effective Brandon Martinez airmail can be. Michaela telling him to shoot the airmail. Oh, I like that angle with the slingers in the background. We switched it up. Going for the angle, hits it clean. Almost wanted the drag, or almost got the drag. That's what he wanted. Ends up washing out the round.
Intense, Wally.
This is intense. Reminds me of that clown fight that I saw back in the day.
What?
It was intense, Mish.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, where's the sound effect?
It's like camping. Or glamping, as you would do.
I camp. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's no way you camp.
I camped my whole childhood.
You are a glamper, and don't lie.
I am not lying.
Sticky side of the bed.
Nick puts up the tent, and you have a king-size bed in there.
I mean, it's a tent and it's an air mattress, but I don't know. Beyond that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to sleep on the ground. That one's off to the right.
Can she cut around? Slick side down.
Oh, great bag.
Dad across the way with the Get Nuts jerseys on. Indeed, getting nuts.
Official stepped in to give a warning over here to Clayton. I don't know what it was for. Did you see a foot foul?
I did not, but it's possible that that's what they were looking for when they called Michael over to begin with. But we had the FOMO last game, Mish. We're heavily involved now.
Oh, yeah. Here we are. Ooh, dead spot.
Sometimes that gets in the way, just enough for a landing spot. We'll see if Brandon can avoid it. Uses it.
Yeah, he used it to his advantage there.
Wanted to cut around it. Ends up cutting into his bag, and now there's bumpers for Martinez. And that's, well, he avoided it on the good one. I think he's still getting out of this with 2 points.
Yeah, not worst case scenario, but
obviously take the positive.
Obviously not what he wanted. That sneaks in the front. And a little awkward knuckles. Oh, and we have a warning on this side.
I think they are out of warnings.
That would be it, yeah. So any more fouls after this point would be removing the bag.
Every bag in the hole. The Slingers and Hawaii on edge.
6-2 here. Slingers with the lead.
Good blocker there from Robertson. Hard tilt.
Oh, great bag. Hawaii showing up.
Tori saying to push through it. Somebody else saying to block it. Let's see what she wants to do.
Went slick side.
She does go through it.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be 4. Look at the excitement in the background on that hard tilt. Everybody getting into it.
They woke up.
Her facial expression will not change.
Yeah. Excitement from behind her. But she's staying focused. I get it. You got to stay focused.
10-2. Slingers in the lead. Round 7. Game 7.
Slingers coming in, missing our first round pick in Philip Lopez Jr. and quite a few of their teammates putting in those elite players. Seeing it pay off so far.
Hard push, nicely done there by Saladiner. And it's going to work. Can he collect the 2 needed to get first throw for Clayton?
Staying stick side down here, and it hangs up, just unlucky.
I don't mind the slick side there. He just hit one last round. It was good.
He had a bumper too.
Yeah, going sticky side with a bumper on the right I think was a mistake. Ooh, that had some meat on it.
That was a spicy one.
She going slick side now?
Did she? Or she is going
like
slick?
She is. She's just going hole for hole now. That one's going to hop over the hole.
As is his.
Not going to matter.
Oh, no. That one does go in, give them 2, make it 12-4, and first bags over to the Mays.
They're running out of time and running out of room. They've got to be perfect and cross their fingers at this point.
Yeah, it just seems like a little bit too much speed. Like that one, how he just threw it, just crept in the front of the hole. They need more of that.
This bag is basically in for the win. That is going to do it, 16-4. They can only hope to tie. First bag in, that seals the deal.
Wow, so it's going to be high rollers and slingers.
High rollers and slingers, I think two of the, probably the most potential for getting loudest out of anybody that's left.
Well, we know the high rollers are loud. We've been hearing them. It'll be a good broadcast tomorrow night.
I mean, the Slingers have been quiet all the way up until game number 7. Hawaii showed up here in the last couple of games. I want to look at that. She's exuberant on that one. It's a smile.
I got to smile. We got to smile.
Hey, got a reason to be happy. That's going to do it. Man, the Slingers and the high rollers. That's going to be a fun one to watch. No doubt about it. We got, what, the freeze and the coasters?
Yeah.
Things are starting to shape up here for ACL teams. I got to say, Mish, I love being back on the mic. It's been fun. We are underway here at Rock Hill for the 2024 World Championships. California and Hawaii unite to take this one down. You see Tanner Halbert there walking in the background. We will see you guys in a few hours. Women's doubles, seniors doubles. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Mish, K9, we go.